made me feel like I was playing my favorite game all over again with the HD project. Yeah, it's great. Also, if you just get the RE tweaks mod from Nexus, you can make it so the aiming either feels like RE5's aiming, which I think is the best, or you can have RE6's aiming style as well. But I think with RE5's, it's just so snappy and responsive. It just is really good.
All right, I'm gonna let my chat flow in a little bit. Then we can start
Yeah, cool,
like
cool.
4 minutes.
Cool.
Let's go with y'all. Is my mic too quiet? Mic is good. All right. Best TikToker turned YouTuber.
If you give RE4 a 7, what would you give the remake, considering it's far better? I don't think the remake is far better than the original. I think it's actually worse in a lot of areas. The only area it's better in is story.
Bro, yeah, look at this shit. Fucking hell. Wait. Let me stream.
You guys should do a hairline tier list.
Hairline.
True. How's your hairline looking, Colin? I haven't seen it.
I mean, you can see my stream if you want. Wait, where the fuck did Streamlabs go? Oh, there it goes. I got a nice, almost
Ooh,
V.
the thumbnail.
You inspired me to start streaming. Thanks, man.
I
appreciate it.
You got the little, widow's.
Yeah, I got a widow's peak.
Widow's peak.
My hairline would be relatively straight if it wasn't for that.
That's what like Aiden Ross has as well, right? He has what like that.
I don't even fucking know what Aiden Ross's hair looks like anymore. God, they should get rid of the wingsuit.
You putting Coda 1 and 2 on art style tier list? I don't think those games have aged that well either, to be honest. Isn't that motherfucker bald? Nah, his hair grew back.
Wait, I should probably let me
I also don't think the remake is far better. I also don't think it's far worse. I don't think it's far worse. I think the gameplay is just a step down because of the changes they made to the shooting. But also it's improved because of the knife stuff that they added, which when you play the game with the knife and you use it in remake, it's like it just feels like why wasn't this in the original game? Like it fits so well with the gameplay.
oh wait, what's your did you send me that link tree?
Yeah. It should be in the.
I forgot to put it
DMs.
in my fucking description.
Knife parrying a chainsaw is epic. It is, and Leon's just that guy. Also, Chad, have you guys watched the new Resident Evil animated movie?
Dude, I saw that shit on my fucking.
Don't bother watching it, bro.
No,
so
I literally looked at it and laughed because I know they all suck, but
it makes the old ones look good. And honestly, I don't even mind Vendetta and Damnation. I think they're good.
I was I was typing in my description. I meant to type Deadbeats Socials, and I typed DeadBeatDevil.
DeadBeatDevil. Have you seen the RE live action? Yeah, that was dog shit as well. That was fucking terrible. My sister's a huge RE fan, and we went to see it in the cinemas. But yeah, it was because I knew it was gonna be bad, but I was like, whatever. They're doing like the RE2 storyline. I'll go have a look. But yeah, it was dog shit. It was terrible. But yeah, the new animated one is ridiculously bad. Like the villain literally like beats all the mainline RE main characters because he makes like it's like a robot mosquito that can transmit the virus, and it just bites all of them and like gets them infected. And the only reason they get out of it is because this bitch turns up with the cure.
Resident Evil is my
But
favorite survival horror franchise, but after playing The Last of Us not too long ago for the first time, I may change my mind on that. That's a
You can't
W.
be serious.
That's a W.
You can't be
That's a
to
W.
call Resident Evil a survival. Sorry, to call The Last of Us a survival horror is a ridiculously bad take.
Maybe not survival horror, but there are definitely some. It's definitely a survival game, survival shooter.
How?
What do you mean how?
What resources are you managing in that game?
Your ammo, your health, your fucking.
But there's no inventory management. It's just like spam pick up everything. There's no reason not to just pick up everything.
Oh, well.
It's like an action. It's an action adventure game. That's the way I see it. I don't think it has.
I mean, it's
any
got survival
elements.
I think it's got survival elements. Maybe it's not like Resident Evil fucking 4 or whatever, but it's definitely got survival elements and like running out of ammo and shit and scrounging around for ammo, especially on like Grounded.
Yeah, if you're playing it on Grounded, yeah, I'd make the argument.
Or even not even just Grounded, like the hard difficulty.
Oh, the differences in Minyo's chat, I have both up. It's crazy. Everyone's like, everyone in my chat, Last of Us is ass. All right, JJ, have a good one. Last of Us is ass. Best 6 out of 10 ever. I like Last of Us, but to call it survival horror is literal horse shit. It's a third-person shooter. Guys, Fall Guys is a survival horror.
Fall Guys, you could make that argument.
I mean, RE4 isn't like a horror. Like
no. It's like an action game. It's got a horror atmosphere, but it's not like Dead Space or some shit.
The fact that Last of Us doesn't have any kind of inventory management is kind of weird. I just wish it did have, not exactly like RE4's, but I mean, why not? RE4's is literally RE4's inventory is literally the best inventory system in any game.
Why do your lives keep ending? I don't know. I think it's because my PC is shit. Actually, I don't even have a shit PC. I'm not doing much right now. I don't know why the fuck my fucking shit crashes all the time. But normally, if you just reload it, it'll be back.
Everything under hard difficulty makes Last of Us way too easy. It gives you near infinite bullets if played on easier difficulties.
That's true.
True. I mean, you can make the argument like ammo is not very scarce in Resident Evil 4 either, but there's several times throughout Resident Evil 4 where you like have to like decide what's going to be in your case. Like you come across healing and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta discard something else or whatever.
Yeah, that happened to me a few times, or not that much, but I haven't played Dead Space, but I've been thinking about getting the remake. Yes, you should definitely play the remake. It's good. Amazing.
Fortnite better inventory system than Last of Us.
It's great. I wonder how a Daredevil game would work. It's just a black screen. Just turn your TV off. Game of the year.
Close your eyes, bro. You're playing it right now.
All right, I'm ready to start. All right, what game do you want to start with?
All right, why don't we do the Uncharted series as a whole? Or like we'll just do all the Uncharted games. So we can start with Uncharted 1.
All right. Well, Uncharted 1, don't think we need to argue too much on that one because we kind of got the same opinion. I'm going to throw this bitch in mid.
So like 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. I'll do my tiers the same way you got them. You got.
Wait, can't you just like show your stream?
Oh, so hang on. Mid. Oh, you've like added some tiers, have you?
Yeah, I just put the 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10, yada yada, and then I put mid, who made this shit and haven't played.
Okay, mid.
Can't you just show your stream my Discord screen share?
Yeah, I can see yours. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
I just want to do it for.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
okay.
Like share mine as well.
All right.
Haven't played.
All right. Do you agree on mid?
Yeah, look, it's mid. I will agree with that.
It's got some
It's
very, very decent gameplay. It's got Nathan Drake.
that's a stretch. I think the gameplay's still. I mean, I guess for the time, yeah, it's like.
I
pretty
mean, I
stock
don't really
standard
want to
third
do
person
the.
shooting.
I don't really want to do a of the time argument. I kind of want to hold it to the same standard. But like from what I played, the gameplay was okay. Like it was. I don't think it was terrible.
Yep.
But I mean, Nathan Drake's there. He was good in the game. Sully's there. The story, I think everything about the game is honestly just mid. Like,
Oh, it is.
all right, we can move on to Uncharted 2.
All right, this might be conflicting.
All right, what do you have Uncharted 2 at?
I actually reset my list because I want to do it with a clean slate. But honestly, I'd probably give Uncharted 2. It's pushing a 7. I'm giving it
Pushing
a 7.
a 7. All right, so I have it at an 8. So 7.5
Okay.
is pretty much just rounded up to an 8. I feel like my issues with the game is just the story fucking falls off heavily at the end. The villain is terrible. The gameplay is definitely better than the definitely a lot better than Uncharted Drake's Fortune.
Yep.
The set pieces are amazing. The level design is really good.
Yeah.
In terms of like the
No,
or what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I think it's like improve. We don't disagree that it improved on everything from Uncharted 1. It's just the degree, I guess, to which it improved is the difference. But it's undeniably way better than Uncharted 1.
Yeah. The fucking jet ski section.
The last boss is so bad. Yeah, true.
All the bosses in Uncharted are bad.
Like the ending part with like the mutants and stuff was like kind of cool, I guess, but like because they were trying to like mix it up, but it kind of just, I don't know, like they kind of became like bullet spongy and
Yeah.
But it has some of the best set pieces in the series. Like the set pieces in 2 kind of like almost rival some of the ones in 4. Like
Yeah, they definitely do.
Like I think that train sequence is probably like the best set piece in any Uncharted game.
I would disagree purely because the bridge sequence exists in Uncharted 4. The one where you're like hanging over the bridge and then you're like sliding and then you jump from car to car. Like that's probably my favorite Uncharted set piece. Uncharted 2
that
also...
dynamic chase scene in 4 is so good when you're like jumping between cars and shit.
Yeah, Uncharted 2
like,
has something like that with when you're in the mountains. It's just not as good.
Nah.
I would say the weapon variety in Uncharted 2 and the like are you judging it off the original or the Drake's Fortune or the Drake's Fortune collection, whatever the hell it was called, the Uncharted collection?
I'm judging it off the original, but
apparently the original had like a really bad cover system. The remaster fixed it a little bit.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
But yeah, I think 8 out of 10 is fine. Okay. All right, Uncharted 3, what do you have it at?
Probably like below 2, but still 7 for me, I think.
It's also a 7 for me.
Yeah. I think it's like...
I think it's another one. I think the story is pretty weak in Uncharted 3.
Yeah.
Definitely really weak. Like,
suffers like some weird like pacing.
Yeah, and then at the ending, the ending with those enemies at the end, the hallucinogen. They got like red.
Yeah.
Those were so fucking dumb. Like, yeah, I think the set pieces. I mean, all this except for Uncharted 1, they all have really good set pieces.
Yep.
I think Uncharted 3 definitely improved the weapon variety from Uncharted 2. The enemy variety was pretty much the same from what I remember.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't think they, even from 1 to 3, I don't think the weapons and the options in combat have really changed that much. Like,
Yeah, it was kind of just slight improvements with better
yeah, playing part was
gunplay.
cool. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, but
Yeah, but after the plane, you get this dumbass slow walking section where you're through the fucking desert. That shit goes on for like
yeah.
10 minutes. It's so boring. Alright.
Okay,
Uncharted
4.
4. Me personally, 10.
Okay.
Where do you have it?
I'm prepared to give it like a high 7, low 8. I'm happy giving it an 8 because I do think it's the best Uncharted game.
So we would just settle in the 9 category.
Sure.
Alright, what are your issues with Uncharted 4?
No, I just think it's more so than the other games. Well, maybe not Uncharted 3, but it has a lot of sections that I just will never want to replay ever again. Like the orphanage part, just like a lot of like slower
that.
part. Even the parts with like Drake in his house and stuff. Like it was cool the first time, but I'm never
Yeah.
gonna want to go back and play that.
Yeah, I get that.
So it just pulls it down. But I think the gameplay with the grappling hook is like the best
Fucking
in the series,
amazing.
like easily.
Yeah. I think the
It's like a perfect evolution of the gameplay.
Yeah, I think the gunplay too got definitely better. Like, it still doesn't really have much bullet impacts.
No.
But I just think the gunplay and shit is so smooth in that game, and combined with like the verticality that they added with the level designs and how you intertwine the grappling hook and shit like that, and how you can shoot with the grappling hook. Amazing. The set piece is amazing. The art direction and the graphics are amazing. You don't really care about the story. You don't really care that much about the story, right?
I think it's a good finale to the series. Like, I still think story in games is important just not as much as gameplay. But I think it's a good story. I think it's like one of the better. Like, I think Rafe is a pretty good villain, and
yeah, I like Rafe. I think he's the only good villain in the Uncharted series.
Yeah.
I think
I haven't played the PS5 version. People are talking about the PS5 version with 120 frames a second. I haven't played it. I've only played the PS4 one.
I've played
when it was fucking 30.
I only played the PS5 version. I didn't even play the Uncharted series until I got a PS5.
Interesting. I feel like if you played Uncharted Drake's Fortune when it came out, you'd have that shit way lower. Like, you'd have it lower than mid because it was so bad to play, bro. People just gave it a pass because it was like, oh, look at this groundbreaking graphics. Like, it was so cool. But
the graphics were groundbreaking?
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
Really? Because Arkham Asylum came out in the same year.
Nah, it was like, people thought it was like the most, and because I think it was like the cinematic, like it was really the first like Tomb Raider-esque game that was on like next gen at the time. So it was like, oh my god, look at this, and like the way the cutscenes were directed and stuff like that, like it was just like a movie type. And people were like, oh my god. But yeah, you go back, if you play it on PS3, the game has like chugging frame rate, drops below 30 a lot.
Damn.
Terrible screen tearing, motion blurs horrendous. Like, it's just impossible to play. It's terrible.
Apparently Uncharted
like
4 Uncharted 4 didn't have motion blur. You couldn't turn that off when it first came out, apparently.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of like when Uncharted 4 came out, except that game still ran at kind of solid 30, but the motion blur was just like sickening to look at. It was just horrible. It's a shame because the game looked amazing, but you could barely see it because every time you moved your fucking camera, just like the world just turned into a blurry mess. It looked horrible.
Luckily, I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, honestly.
All right.
Lost Legacy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lost Legacy. I also have that at an 8.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think it's better than Uncharted 2.
Yeah, same. I think it's I think the lessons it learned from 4, like in terms of my favorite, and honestly it's my favorite level in any like level in any Uncharted game is when you are near the start and you've got the multiple objectives you can just go to in any order and discover things kind of like dynamically. It really makes you feel like an actual like treasure hunter as opposed to.
Are you talking
being
about
just
when you're like
directed
running through the roofs and they're like shooting at you and shit?
No. Like the part when you're in the
open world
like
type area,
the forest. Yeah, the open.
Oh
world type
yeah,
area,
yeah, I
where,
know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's
where you've
great.
got like the towers and you got to go.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
You can go around to anyone you want. You've got like a physical map and shit. Like it's just like it's so good. Like I just wish there was more sections like that in Uncharted 4. That's also the levels I liked in Uncharted 4 was just the open. You had the Jeep, you could just go around wherever.
Yeah. I think the gameplay was pretty much the same from Uncharted 4. I think they added like one new weapon. I think it was the Desert Eagle. I don't know if Uncharted 4 have that.
Yeah.
But
No, I think it was new. Yeah.
the Silence Pistol was. They also let you use the Silence Pistol more, I'm pretty sure, in Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Also, the actual characters, like Chloe and Nadine, or whatever her name is, like they're actually...
Oh, yeah, I love
they're
Chloe.
actually good.
I think Nadine got a lot better. Like, she got a lot more likable. I mean, like, she wasn't really supposed to be likable in Uncharted 4, but she got, like, they made her likable in Uncharted Lost Legacy, at least to me.
You guys are crazy. Uncharted 4, definitely 10 out of 10. Nah. Sorry, bro.
I agree, my man. Whoever commented that.
There's very, very few games that can earn 10 out of 10 ratings. I don't know if Uncharted 4 is it. The fact it released with that horrible motion blur and choppy frame rates, I don't know. Like, if we're going off when the games came out, I think it's important to... Maybe now, if you're playing the Legacy Collection or whatever, where it's like 60 frames on PS5, I maybe would have a different experience with the game, but I still think those levels in the, like, where it's just slow and, I don't know, it's just... But also, I appreciate that Naughty Dog, in most of their games, gives you the option to just replay encounters or individual levels. I like that shit.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 also has that.
Yeah, where you can just pick, like, I want this combat encounter, you can just play it. I like that. That's really good. I wish more games did that.
Do you...
An 8 out of 10 from DeadBeatDevil is a 10 in everyone else's.
Facts. That's facts. Fucking, Alright, what do you want to do next? You want to do Last of Us?
We can do... Maybe we'll go, like... Yeah, okay. We can do Last of Us, yeah.
Alright. Last of Us 1 for me, 10. You know that.
I think it... Yeah. I know you're a meat rider. I think it's a solid 8 for me. I think like a high 8. I think it's the top of 8. I think it's better than Uncharted 4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's...
I actually disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. No, well, I think I think it's... If Naughty Dog was gonna step away from making like the Jack series and even Uncharted, I'm glad they made a game like Last of Us. Like I think that game could have easily gone as far as like the Sony movie games go. It's like the top for me. I think it's just the best of the Sony fucking action adventure.
You think Last of Us is the best PlayStation or the best action?
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe not. I really like Ghost and Bloodborne as well, but
I just think since you prefer gameplay, I can't see why you don't like Spider-Man more than Last of Us or Uncharted 4.
I guess I'm just more critical of Spider-Man because the combat is like, I don't know about you, but I think
we can
Last
talk
of
about
Us
Spider-Man when we get to it.
Yeah. But I think Last of Us's story is better than Spider-Man's.
It's fair.
And I don't know, man. Like Jacob said in another stream, I think Joel and Ellie they're some of the most compelling characters I've ever played, or had the experience of.
Yeah, honestly, I think Last of Us. I mean, personally, because Spider-Man's my guy. I like the story more because it's my favorite version of my favorite character. But I'm not gonna be mad if you think The Last of Us has a better story. It's like they're both amazing.
But I think the gameplay and the levels in Last of Us 1 is it has drawbacks, like all the sections, and I hate it in every, and it's like the common trend. It's in Uncharted 2, the classic like, oh, you gotta like move this block so a character can jump up and pull a lever or something, and you gotta just stand there like a goober and just wait for them to do something. Like, it's the worst shit ever. I hate it. But in terms of like the worlds and the encounters with some of the clickers and the infected, and people, like, as much as the AI is kind of stupid, like, I appreciate all the attention to detail of the human enemies actually like talking to each other and responding to things you do in the environment. Like, I think that's really good. Does a lot for immersion. And yeah, the combat, the gameplay is just really smooth, like swapping between weapons and going in and out of combat. The animations, like Naughty Dog's always just been the king of animations, like, and character control. They're always really good at that. So yeah, I think it's like a solid. It's a really good game.
I personally think Uncharted 4 is better because I think the story is amazing in Uncharted 4, and I also think the gameplay is a lot better than The Last of Us. Same with the level designs. But it's whatever. All right, Last of Us 2. Where is it?
I'd give it like a 5 or a 6.
That's
I feel like
so crazy.
I think I'm gonna give it a 6 because
right.
I don't want to discredit the people that clearly worked hard on this game and like the effort that went into making this. Like, it's undoubtedly like a masterpiece in terms of like detail in the world and graphics, and just like, it's, when it came out, it was like the best looking game I'd ever seen in my life. Like,
Detroit Become Human?
So good.
Detroit Become Human definitely looks better. But
what? Then Last of Us 2?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
Bro, Detroit Become Human legitimately looks like actual, like, it's real life. Like, Detroit Become Human's graphics are fucking insane. Like, scarily realistic. Same with Last of Us 2, but Detroit Become Human, I feel like it definitely looks better.
What is this guy on, chat? Yeah, I'll pull up some gameplay right now.
Chat, is this real? It's fucking...
This can't be... You can't... When's the last time you played that?
What? Detroit? I played it like a couple months ago, actually.
What the hell? My whole chat, he's on acid.
Alright, hold on. Let me...
Let's have a look.
The Last of Us 2 verse...
No way! No way! Detroit looks better than Last of Us.
Why is there no compare? I feel like someone would have definitely made the fucking comparison by now.
The people look so like... I mean, I know the game's about androids and shit, but the people look so like rubbery and shit. Like,
really?
I
That's
don't know.
fucking crazy. Yeah. Like, are you seeing my shit right now?
Hang on, I'm looking at. Hang on, I got your stream up. Look at that's one screenshot you just looked at, bro.
This one?
Of Last of Us 2. Of Ellie.
Wait, where the fuck did it go? This does not look better than...
Look at gameplay in motion. Don't look at screenshots. Look at
Alright.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It might just be, maybe it's not the actual texturing, maybe it's the animation being better. But I don't know. That's such a wild chat, look at this. I'm just looking at Critical's review.
Of who? Of fucking Last of Us?
Of Detroit.
Fucking
I mean, yeah, and don't get me wrong, like Detroit doesn't look bad by any stretch. It's a great looking game. The faces have no imperfections. I mean, yeah, they're androids and stuff, but I don't know, like, even this is a human character.
All right, like this, right? Like, you can see my screen, right? And then like
yeah, I can see it.
Painting what?
Anything you want.
Alright, I gotta find one where they're like not in a cutscene. But like, bro, you're telling me this shit, like, come on, this shit looks so good. These are all fucking cutscenes because this
I'm not
game
gonna lie, that video that you like, this video that we're watching, like that looks different.
Come on, Alice, we've got to hurry.
That maybe it's because I played it on PS4. I don't know, but that
Maybe.
looks a lot better than the game that I remember.
Like, you're
the game
telling me
looking.
Last of Us looks better than this shit? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, even just that one screenshot. Yeah, Last of Us looks better than that.
What?
Yes.
Am I chat? Am I tweaking?
You're wild, bro. Honestly. The normies in the chat are gonna say like, oh, like Detroit, it looks better because, and they're gonna say cause it's like it looks more contrasty and like it looks more like satisfying to look at. But if you look at the actual detail, like Last of Us is way better.
I don't know. All right, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this shit.
No way.
All right, you had Last of Us.
Either way. Both games look incredible.
All right, you had Last of Us at a 6. I had it at a 9, so that evens out to a 7.5.
Yeah. I'm satisfied with that.
All right.
I think, and just to clarify, just so everyone knows where I'm coming from with my issues with Last of Us 2. So, because I'm not just one of these people that is like, oh, Joel died, so I hate it. It's not. I don't care. Like, I think actually Joel's death in the game and what it means for Ellie is actually really well written. Like, I think. Thank you. I think it's good.
I was in a fucking argument with that topic for so fucking long.
I don't have an issue with them killing Joel, and in fact, the way they did it was fine. I don't really. It's whatever. Like, I that's not my biggest issue with the game. I hate the way the game's paced.
I agree with that. I
think like none of it is engaging. Everything up until because the Seattle section, when you first get into Seattle with Dina and Ellie, and you get to just explore that, like those couple of city blocks. I think that's amazing. Like, it's like Uncharted where you just have that free roaming type area.
Yeah,
I love that. But then once you get to the theater and it cuts back to Abby's section, the whole Abby section before she meets Lev and the other chick, Yara, I could not care less about. Like, I was like, just get me
so,
out
like,
of
I
this.
disagree. I agree that the pacing comes to a grinding halt at that point.
Yep.
But I did care for Abby. Like, I liked her as a character. I think Donkey made a good comparison. Ellie's story is like Uncharted 4. Abby's story is The Last of Us 1. In terms of, like, the differences in the
Wait,
tones.
can you say that again?
Or Donkey, he said The Last of Us 2, or Ellie's story is kind of like Uncharted 4, whereas Abby's story is like The Last of Us 1.
Okay, interesting. I don't know. I still just don't. I don't find her. It was like they. I kind of agree, to be honest, but it feels like they tried to replicate Ellie's story in Abby in Last of Us 2, but she's just not. It uses like all the tropes of trying to make you like a character, like where she's like petting the dog and she's like goofing off with her friends, but it all just feels so forced, and I don't feel like she actually has any chemistry with any of the characters like that she's meant to be like quote friends with. Like,
I mean, that comes down to dialogue and like, are they actually
boat scene.
speaking like real people? And, like, are they asking engaging questions with, like, or, like, challenging questions, like, that actually challenges the opposite character? And it's not, like, exposition dialogue, shit like that.
Maybe it's just so jarring because the writing in the first game was so strong, that it fell off a little bit. But one thing I will say, the thing that raises it above 6 out of, above, like, a mid rating or whatever, because, like, the graphics are incredible. The detail in the world is really good, but also the combat is infinitely better.
Yeah,
than
definitely.
than Last of Us 1. Like I will go back if I just want to play like a combat section. I will just go back and I will never boot up Last of Us 1 over Last of Us 2. Like, uh, the improvements to the combat is just insanely cool. But I think I said this to you before. I just wanted more creative sections with the infected and humans used in the same level. Like there was only like 2 levels, I think, where that was the
Yeah,
case.
wait, give me a second.
Um,
Thank you for
yeah,
the $2, Joe. Jit tripping. He got the Snoop Dogg perk. Me or Deadbeat?
who's tripping? But yeah, I think the silencer is a good addition to the stealthy gameplay. Yep,
Mhm.
true. And yeah, I like the section when you're in the subway with the clickers, and then people are like hunting Ellie, and you can like use the clickers to attack the people, and you can hear them like freaking out and shit, and communicating each other. Like that shit is just so fun. And like the same as the end section, when you're in the slave compound, and there's like infected chained up, and you can just like walk up to them and
Yeah,
unchain them.
that's probably the
And
best level in the game, to be honest.
yeah, it's just so good. Like I just wish there was more stuff like that. It just feels like it hasn't hit its peak in terms of like the creativeness in the
Honestly,
gameplay
I
yet.
give third-person shooters a lot of shit, but Last of Us 2
Yep.
is probably my favorite third-person shooter in terms of gameplay. Actually, no, that's a lie. Sunset Overdrive is.
Okay. I actually want to. Maybe we can just power through. Do you want to power through the rankings and then discuss the list as a whole, or do you want to go one by one still?
I think
You happy with
the
this?
ones that we should go one by one is God of War and
Okay,
wait, why
yeah.
don't they have Ragnarok on here? That's all right.
Oh, this might have been before Ragnarok. This list. Oh no, wait, was it? Yeah, maybe. Ah, well, but you think it's a 10? I think it's a 7. So whatever. Like,
So it's a
did
9.
Colin just compliment an Xbox game? Yeah, he's the Sony meat rider, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like
surprising.
it's almost like I like good Xbox games and not
Deadbeat taking W's. Thank you, Richtofen. Thank you.
fucking Starfield fucking.
I do my best. I gotta humble these Sony fanboys. You know? Like,
all right.
what should we do next?
God of War.
Oh God. Okay.
What is your
This Richtofen just saying I was taking W's, and now the whole chat's gonna hate me. I'm actually replaying it. I did a sub goal, and now I'm gonna replay it. So maybe my opinion will change, but at this point, it's another 6. The gameplay is extremely boring outside of combat.
Agreed.
The puzzles are the most brain dead shit I've ever seen in my life, and also it's just there's so many encounters in the game puzzle wise where
No, there's not. There's not even that many puzzles.
no,
in
no,
the
no, no,
game.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about just no. Just let me finish. There's so many encounters in the game puzzle-wise where you're in an arena with a puzzle, and there's just terrain around you that it looks like any normal human can scale, and for whatever reason you can't climb it. That's what I meant. I didn't say there were so many puzzles. I just mean there's so many times in the game where you're like Kratos could just like climb this, just jump up.
I had the same criticism.
It's just like why? And also like the way they limit you in the combat, I'm just not a personal fan of. Like whether this is an objective rating or what is like, it's obviously not the case. Like it's just things that I have issue with. But I hated seeing Kratos jump around in the cutscenes, and I couldn't. Like I was just tied to the ground. Like he was like jumping around like Goku in some of the early cutscenes, and yet I'm just like locked to the ground. And like the bosses you fight are constantly jumping up in the air and slamming on the ground and shit, and you're just running around like a little girl on the ground. Like it's just like I don't know. It doesn't really sell the power fantasy to me like the original God of Wars did. And you could say that's for thematic reasons, but yeah, I also just I think the story is like fine. It's like pretty pretty solid between. But like I've said before,
Wait. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I think it's good, but honestly, like I don't really remember much of the story. Like if I'm being real, since I played it in like 20.
I think you
19,
definitely need to freshen your memory because that shit's fucking amazing.
but
All right, so I have
like
it at
like I've said before. I'll just finish this one
Okay.
point. Like I said before, I think the story I really want to see from these games is the story that happened between 2018 and 3. That's what I want to see. I don't
Yeah.
like that's what's more interesting to me than what happens in 2018. I think the telling the actual story of his transition from the character he was at the end of 3 to the start of 2018 that would be more interesting than what we got. But yeah, I can see the chat hating on me. Hey, bro, this is the opinion. This is why we do this. You know what I mean? This is the. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
I don't remember. Well, I said the story is amazing, the combat's amazing to me. I kind of have some of the same gripes. Like I think the things you're talking about with like the levels and the climbing and the shit. I think the traversal sucks. I think the puzzles can be a bit brain dead sometimes. But I think the story is fucking phenomenal. I think the combat's amazing. I think the level design and like the exploration is fucking really fun. It's not boring.
The exploration.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. It's like you're just running around, bro. I don't know. Like there's no. In terms of interesting traversal, at least Ragnarok has like the chains you can hook to, and I don't know, like at least that was. Would you agree that Ragnarok is an improvement?
I don't know. Yeah,
in almost every way.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Okay,
but
cool,
I think like in terms of like exploration, like I like the puzzles to get loot. Like those are the puzzles that I actually really like. Maybe I think the only ones that I take issue with is like the ones that like delay you from continuing the story.
Yeah.
I some of those I like because they're actually good puzzles, but then other ones are just non-puzzles, like you know the solution before you do it, so it's just tedious to do them. So like I definitely see that, but like the game just has so many highs for me that the lows don't even like come close to bringing it down. I think it just comes down to like being more critical because I'm not as harsh on games that I fucking love.
Yeah.
But all right, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's fair. I think just another point about just your chat, and I can also clarify where I'm coming from on this. I grew up on the original God of War games, so that's just the kind of game I prefer, as opposed to what it's now become. And I just love hack and slash games. That's always been that's what introduced me to action games was the God of War series.
Someone said,
so yeah, that's just
Gollum?
what I prefer. So
Where's Gollum? The Lord of the Rings game.
That game, it's game of the year contender.
I hope it wins game of the year. Just so.
But yeah, where would you put? So you think God of War 2018 is a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you think Ragnarok's a 10?
Yeah.
As well. But like you agree, right? That like Ragnarok is like better.
Yeah.
Like
every single way. The story, gameplay, level designs, puzzles, fucking enemy variety, everything. Literally everything about the game is better in 2018 and Ragnarok.
So how can they both be 10s? Like I don't understand.
Cause I still think that like alright, it's like take Spider-Man's web swinging for example. I think it's the best traversal system I've ever played. For me personally. So when Spider-Man 2 inevitably improves that system, it's gonna be like a fucking 20 out of 10 for me. So it's like I get where you're coming from.
Okay, yeah.
Like if I was being realistic, yeah, it's not a 10 because of the issues that I have with things, but it's just like I gotta keep it at a 10 because I fucking love it so much. And there's like I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of just really personal feelings.
That's such a weird way to New Master. Did this clown just say how could they both be 10s? Yeah, because he just said that Ragnarok was better in every way. And 10 out of 10 is like no room for improvement, right?
Well, I think
That's
all
what,
right.
that's what, at least that's the way I rank.
All right, all
tens
right. So
anyway.
you
It's
have
like,
BioShock 1 out of 10, right?
yeah.
So if they
Yeah,
take
but
a
I concede that is entirely like the game has flaws, but I just don't care.
yeah,
That's the only like I know objectively it's not a 10. But that's just my personal like that's you know what I mean. But if I was to rank the game objectively, it'd probably be like an 8, I guess, or like a 9. I don't know.
it's really hard to be objective in terms of like,
Yeah,
shit.
it is. That's right. Yeah, but I don't know. I just think it discredits the improvements Ragnarok made to give them both 10s. I don't know.
I get it.
Because we can talk about Ragnarok. If Ragnarok was on this list, I think when I did my review, I gave it a 7. Because to be honest, I can see most people's arguments when they said that Ragnarok was a step down in terms of like writing and pacing. I understand
I
where
see
people
those.
come from with that, but to be honest, I actually enjoyed the the amount of new characters you find in the different locations.
Yeah,
You
it
go
makes the
to, as
world.
opposed to 2018.
I just think it makes the
Yeah.
world feel a lot more alive, and I just like there's just such a variety of personalities, and the way they like all
Yeah.
influence each other, especially the core characters. Like the way they all influence each other, and they're all so different from each other. It just it just stems some really interesting conversations and dialogue, as
Yeah.
well as like just I think the plot is just like it's tighter. It's a simple plot. There's not really a plot in God of War. It's bring ashes to a mountain. But whereas
yeah.
God of War Ragnarok is fucking it's so much shit. It's like a lot
Yeah.
bigger. It's not as tight as God of War 2018, but I enjoyed the plot and then the plot twist. For anybody that hasn't played the game, I won't spoil it, but there's
Yeah.
plot twist. And it's like
Yep.
that shit was amazing, and then the whole thing with the fucking ending, it's just like I loved it.
Also, another thing I'll give 2018, I like Baldur as a villain as
Yeah,
well.
he's amazing.
Like thematically, like the fact he basically represents what Kratos used to be
Yeah, he's a
is
parallel.
really good. Like, yeah, that's really well done by Santa Monica.
Same with Magni and Modi with Atreus.
That's correct. Yeah.
And Freya's relationship with Boulders.
Yeah.
Another parallel
facts.
to
do you want to do like a different game, like maybe like Until Dawn next?
I have not
Or
played
we
that
could do,
shit.
like... Oh, you haven't?
I
Okay.
haven't. I'll tell you all the games I haven't played, or I'll just put them up on
Yeah,
the
okay.
on the thingy.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your opinion on Persona 4 Golden? I played the shit out of that on PlayStation Vita. I loved it so much.
What is this poster for Detroit Become Human? What the fuck is this?
Which one is it? Oh, it's got like Kara.
It's just Kara's face. It's like what the fuck. I haven't played Death Stranding either. I'm gonna put I've played Demon Souls. I didn't like it, but I only played it for like 2 hours, so I'm just gonna put it in the haven't played.
Everyone in his chat saying Ghost should be a 10. Can
Facts.
anyone like put into writing in the like why is it a 10? Can someone explain why that game's a 10?
Story is amazing. Combat's amazing.
You like the
boss
you like
fights are
the,
amazing.
You love the like static cutscenes where the characters are just standing there like with their
All right,
their
that
guns
shit
flapping.
only happens in the fucking open world. It's better than I don't even give a fuck. I'd rather look at the surrounding environment than just robot face animations. It's a massive game. I'm not gonna complain. It's like fucking like Hogwarts Legacy was a thing that jarred me. I'd rather look at the environment while the characters are talking than have
Not
these
gonna lie,
robotic
like,
face animations.
Like I don't think Ghost is a bad game. Like I've got an 8, but I just don't think it's like a 10. Like it's got a lot of elements in the open world that a lot of people like flame games like that Ubisoft makes for having, but then in Ghost it's like fine. Like I don't know, it's a bit of a double
Yeah,
standard.
I agree. There's some real shit in the side content and the open world, but there's also elements of the open world that I love, like the all the mini bosses that are scattered throughout the worlds, and then like all the base, like the camps that you invade, and you can like tackle them through stealth or combat, however you want to do it. And also the level design of those camps can also be really good at times. I think the story is like paced pretty much perfectly though. Like
Yeah.
and the story in general is just amazing.
Yeah, I think the story's good, and the ending, like the thematic ending, like
the choice,
the epic ending is like, and it's so personal to Jin as a character. Like, it's just so good.
you get the fucking the big villain. You get that fucking boss fight, which is amazing, and then right after that, you get a fucking another amazing boss fight. It's just it's so good.
Yeah.
All right, so you have Ghost at an 8. I have it at a 10, so it's gonna go to a 9.
I think it's worse than. Depends if it's worse. I don't know where to put it. But I think it's better than. I don't know if it's better than Uncharted 4. Maybe.
Dude, my chat hates you.
Dude, but like this is what people do, right? It's same on TikTok, because as you know, this isn't the first time. But this is what people say. Like I say something, and then people go, "Oh, LT clown." It's like, well, can you explain why it's a 10?
Yeah, see, like I would understand if y'all would if you were clowning on Deadbeat if he was like a fucking immature child, but like fucking he's being reasonable. He's explaining himself.
But yeah, people do this. They just like say like, "Oh, he's a clown," but they don't actually like provide any counterpoints. Like, does anyone have an actual like?
Trust me, I know.
Does anyone have any counterpoints to like the open world being very Ubisoft like? Does anyone have anything to say against that? I'm listening. Because it's very
Do you think
open world?
What do you think should have won Game of the Year in 2020?
In 2020, that was when Ghost and Last of Us came out, right?
Last of Us 2, yeah.
What else was in that year? Was that when Doom Eternal came out as well?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Doom Eternal probably should have won. I don't know. I like that's just.
Hold on.
But once again, it's hard to compare so many different
styles.
It's hard to compare. Yeah, so many different games. Like Doom is a completely different game to Last of Us, and I don't know. It's really hard to.
I think you can. There's always the similar elements like gameplay and the combat and the story. Like those are pretty much standard in every game, like gameplay and story. Obviously they have vastly like one's a shooter and one's a fucking melee combat system, but I still think you can compare it in a sense. Like personally, I know Doom's a first-person shooter, so I probably won't fucking like that game.
Fair
whereas
enough. Exactly, like if you don't like shooters, then yeah, you're not gonna like Doom, obviously. And I know you have a preference for like third person, like action, adventure type games, like most like which is what a lot of Sony exclusives are, which is probably why you get called a meat rider.
Yeah,
it's because you just like the kinds of games that Sony puts out.
Yeah, it's like fucking Jedi Survivor is a fucking action adventure game that I fucking love, and it's not Sony, but like. That shit was made by Sony, and I fucking dick rode. It's like, oh, you're just a Sony dick rider. It's like, dude, I don't care who the fuck it's made by. I just like games.
Okay, let's see what the chat said with my Ghost of Tsushima point. The collectibles, the graphics, the peaks, the camps, the open world in Ghost is amazing. Don't forget the multiplayer, even though it's mid. The multiplayer is actually pretty good.
I actually just Ghost played the multiplayer for the first time with some dude in my Discord.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. Like, and the fact Ghost does it better than anything Ubisoft has ever done. The open world and gameplay outclasses anything Ubisoft has ever put out. So that's why I agree. No, I
definitely agree. It takes Ubisoft elements and kind of like does it better. Like
No, I agree with that. That's why it's an 8. To me, because Ubisoft's like games are like dog shit, most of them. So
yeah, I would say I
agree that it does it better.
But I would still say, like the collectibles and the haikus and like fucking doing the hot springs and like that shit's so stupid. And there's a good amount.
It's all gimmick stuff. Like,
there's like I think like 8 fetch quest side missions that are just fucking so boring and have nothing to offer.
Yep. I like the look of the open world.
I kind of the open world is designed beautifully.
At the end of the day, the way you're traversing it on horse, it's just like it's the same issue I have with Red Dead 2. Like,
well, to be fair to that point, I would have an issue with it if fast travel wasn't so goddamn convenient in Ghost.
Yeah, it's true.
It's very
once you find a place, you just open up the map, boom, you're there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like it's like in Spider-Man, like the traversal should be fun to the point where I don't want to fast travel. Like, and if the traversal isn't fun, then you need to sprinkle the open world with enough unique things that makes me want to be in the open world instead of fast traveling. Like, if I'm just fast traveling everywhere, I'm sorry, but the open world can't be that engaging.
I feel the same way
Like,
with Ghost of Tsushima's side content as I do about Spider-Man PS4s. I think it's like
yeah, I'd agree
decent.
with that.
I think it's decent, but I don't think it's shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think it's shit. No, that's what I mean. Like, chat's getting all heated, but I gave it an 8 out of 10. Like, I think.
yeah,
I think it's a really good game.
remember. A deadbeat 8 is a normal 10. All right.
I think it's really good, and I love Sucker Punch as developers.
All right,
They're really good developers.
You want to talk about Detroit?
Yeah, okay.
What do you have Detroit at?
I think this is probably like the bottom of 8 for me, low 8.
I have to check. I actually don't. I'm not putting my gaming ranking up there. I don't want to fucking have a conversation up there. I think I have it above Uncharted 2. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I think it's above Uncharted 2 for me.
It is actually below Uncharted 2 for me.
Oh, interesting. I'd probably give it an 8.
Yeah, I have the same rating for it.
Yeah, I think it's really good, and you know, a lot of people give me flack for because I'm like the gameplay guy, but like, why do you like Detroit? It's because in Detroit you pick the story, like you're the author of the story in that game, like very much so. That's like the epitome of that statement is Detroit, because you can manufacture so many small details in the story with choices you make.
Yeah, I also think there's some really good levels in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like I kind of think like it's kind of why I like Kara. Like I think Kara has a good amount of levels that I really like. Like the one where you're at the amusement park, the atmosphere is great for that one. And then like the one with what the fucking Marcus, his when you're like invading that shipping factory, that's really good. And then like the what was the other one with Kara? It was the fuck. I'm like drawing a blank right now. Fucking I don't even remember. I had it in my head before I brought up the Marcus thing. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But the story is amazing. My only issue with Detroit Become Human is literally just there's not much gameplay.
No. Damn, your chat's fucking destroying Detroit, bro. It looks like my chat when I talk about God of War.
5 at best for no gameplay.
Holy shit! No, look, and the gameplay is you know, it's a David Cage game. So what the hell are you expecting? But no one can deny that the
story,
the amount of choices and the story in that game is really good. That's why I give those games a pass. Same with kind of to an extent Telltale games, is like because you're making choices in the story, so it's not just you. It's not like another game where you've got a lot of cutscenes and shit like that, but you're just being walked through the story like a movie. It's like, no, you've got to be engaged. You've got to be like, it's different.
No,
it's different than other games.
I think to say that Detroit's story and narrative choice elements aren't amazing is fucking insane to me. But
yeah.
I get if people don't care for it because of the gameplay. It's
I understand that it's not for everyone, but once again, like it comes down to like personal taste. Like if you don't want to play a game that has this type of gameplay, then it's probably just not for you.
All right. Days Gone, that shit's in the mid category for me.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, same. I'm the same with Horizon too. I don't like that.
Yeah. Game. Biggest issue Telltale has is that your choice barely mattered. Yeah, exactly.
What do you have Bloodborne at?
It's it's an 8 as well.
Okay, I have it at a 6.5 because I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
I'm like 10 hours into the game.
You're just not a big fan of
No, I mean, yeah, that's true, but like, I like Bloodborne. I had fun with it, or from what I've played.
Yeah.
So you said 8, I said 6. That's like a 7.
Chat, I know you're gonna flame me for putting Bloodborne this low at 8. My chat, but the thing is, the fact it was 30 frames a second, and FromSoft was like defending it being 30 frames a second, claiming it was it was the optimal frame rate to play action games at is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I don't even
It's
know
probably the biggest
how it
L,
was 30 FPS on PS4 because the art style is not photorealism. It's like an actual art style, so it's like it shouldn't have that much like stress on the system. And then like the enemies, like there's not a lot of enemies from like there's only like what, like maybe 10 max in most levels or like areas that you come across.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's.
I don't know.
Still
There
at 30
was like when the game came out, there was like people using jailbroken PS4s to like overclock it and unlock the frame rate, and it was hitting like 50-ish. So it can be done, and like retroactively, I'm pretty sure it'd be easy enough to just unlock the frame rate, unless it was tied to the game's engine, the cap.
Yeah, I don't know why there's not a PC. I mean, not a PC, or even a PC port.
Even a PC,
yeah, a PC port or a fucking PS5 update.
Yeah, it's because Sony like just wants to forget they ever made this game. I don't know why, but it's just like they just pretend it doesn't exist. I don't know why, but
all right. Returnal. I thought I had fun with Returnal. I'd probably say. I mean, like, I played it for like 2 hours, 3 hours, but I had fun with it. Like the roguelike elements and the boss fights were really good.
I think Returnal. I haven't finished it. Or whatever, but at this point I'm like happy to give it like a low 8. Like I think it's really good. I'm giving a lot of 8s here, but
I'll put it in this. I'll put it in the 7s. I'll put it in the 7s.
Yeah, okay. I think it's like the first game that actually utilized the DualSense and like the features of the new console that made me feel like okay, good. Bro, I'm actually playing a next-gen game now.
No, like that shit's crazy. Like how the environments change so quickly and how you transport in between different environments so quickly. Same with like the haptics and like how the controller feel. Like that shit is so good. I feel like that game was literally made just to showcase the PS5.
Like, yeah, probably. But also, it's not like when like Infamous came out on PS4 and it was like, oh yes, we're gonna use the touchpad. You gotta swipe it and shit. It's like, oh god, like it just feels so gimmicky.
Honestly,
like, it's not like that.
I like the Second Son, how you have to shake the controller for the spray cans. That shit's cool.
Yeah, that part's cool. I like that. That's like the only good use of it, I'd say. The rest, like where you're like gotta like swipe up to destroy those generators and then tap it or whatever. It's like, oh,
no, we're gonna have to do a games
so
controller tier list.
Oh, true.
What's it called? I would probably put Infamous Second Son right here in the 8s, because what do you have it at? I have it in an 8.
Yeah, mine's an 8 as well. It's probably bottom of 8, I feel.
I personally, it's better than both the Uncharted 8s for me. Same with Detroit.
Oh, actually, yeah, facts. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, Second Son is a massively like forgotten about game, I feel like.
I think Second Son
talk about Sony exclusives.
Honestly, I think Second Son is better than Uncharted in every aspect except level design.
Yeah, facts.
All right.
Gameplay's a lot better. The open world's like small enough to be engaging, and but still has a dense amount of content in it.
All right, the moment of choice.
The Spider-Man. Oh my god, I can't. Your chat's gonna destroy me, bro. Spider-Man meat riders in your chat.
My Spider-Man channel.
Nah, look. Just to preface this, I think it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's a good game, but I think it has untapped potential. And whether whether this is what's in the game currently is enough for some people is up to them. But I just see so much more potential in this game, and I want it to improve. So I'm gonna critique it.
Thank you, JP, for the $2. All right, yeah, you can finish.
Yeah, so you go first.
All right, Spider-Man.
Obviously, yeah.
My literal only issue with this game is the side content. Yeah. Everything else is just, I think this can be improved, but it's still great or good.
Yep. Okay.
So you have it at a 7, I have it at a 10.
Yeah.
I
think it's a 7 out of 10.
All right, so that's what, 8.5, so that goes up to 9.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a good game. It's a good game, but I think it's held back by the web swinging being very automated.
No.
Being on rails a lot.
All right, listen. You watched my video. I
yeah.
explained all the features in the game. And then we also had that conversation where I was playing Web of Shadows and how you get your momentum back in those games really quickly as well.
No, but I'm talking about like just as an example. I'm talking about like when you're swinging and you swing into a wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just immediately transition to a full speed wall run.
Yeah.
Like I just wish there was a bit more. Like maybe I had to push an input to make that happen, as opposed to it
Okay.
just happening.
I
You know what I
like,
mean? Just
I-
like
yeah,
little
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, I agree
Like
with
just
that.
to make me feel more engaged in the moment to moment.
Yeah, like you
swinging.
have to time it correctly to get a
Yeah,
certain to
like,
carry a certain
I
amount
just
of
think
momentum around. Like that would be really cool.
yeah. I think there could be a lot of with this. Couldn't you make the same case for Arkham Asylum? It can't be better than a 7 because of all the untapped potential. Yeah. Also, I don't think
Bro,
Arkham
Noob
is. I
Master,
don't think.
stop spamming my fucking chat.
What the fuck?
I
Noob
feel like
Master.
fucking Thor. Thor in Endgame.
Deadbeat want the wingsuit to be taken out? No, I don't want it taken out. I think it's a good addition.
No, they're
but...
comparing you to the fucking dude I just made the debunk
Oh
video.
no, that guy was so uninformed, bro. Like I watched that video, I was like, I watched his original video as well, where I just sat and listened to it for a while. It was clear he just kind of like turned on the mic and started talking. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
He did no research or anything. But yeah, I think also the combat could just
Alright,
be.
wait, hold on.
Like,
I gotta.
it's good.
Give me a
Yeah,
second. I
yeah.
gotta
Handle
fucking...
this. Handle this. Fuck up.
Alright, wait.
What'd you say, Truly Cross? You apologized. Noob Master is crazy. Yeah, he's spamming Colin's chat, bro. Colin's chat about to give Spider-Man better head than MJ ever could.
Real. Same.
Deadbeat, you're forgetting the best survival horror game of all time, Astro's Playroom. Bro, that was actually a good little platform.
Cross said it was a joke. Deadbeat. I'm sorry.
I don't know what Cross is talking about. What?
He was talking because he was comparing you to the fucking.
Oh yeah. No, that guy was like it was. At least if you're gonna make criticisms on a game, you should at least be like mildly informed on, like, even, and to my credit, like I think the stuff that I say you correct me on sometimes when it comes to like the swinging improvements, like how you said they've already confirmed that they're increasing the swing speed to like 1.8 times or whatever.
I'm
which
pretty
is
sure
good.
they said it's actually gonna be faster now, like even faster.
It's
than...
good. Like that's good. That's exactly what I want, and I want there to be more realistic, not realistic, but more properly simulated pendulum physics with the swinging as well. Like I honestly feel like when I dive from the top of a building, like it doesn't really matter what height I dive at. Like when I start swinging, I get the same amount of speed.
Yeah, I
no
agree.
matter what
I
height
agree.
dive at.
I agree. I think the
but yeah, I still think it's a good game, and it probably is the best all-round package for a Spider-Man game that we've ever had. Like in terms of story, gameplay, open world, like it's all at a really good level. Whereas stuff like Web of Shadows, you can argue the story and the open world and stuff is not as engaging. Even though I prefer that game's like moment-to-moment gameplay. But yeah, what do we do next?
I mean, I think we could put our. I have to put my regular tier list up, because this was the combined one. All right, this was the combined tier list. Now this is my tier list. Boom, 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 boom.
Hang on, I'm having a look. Show me again. That's your tier list.
Yeah. Boom.
Hang on, I'll show my chat as well. Guys, this was Colin's. Oh shit, I dragged the wrong thing. Hold up. Chat, this is Colin's. This is Colin's tier list.
Yeah. I would probably put Uncharted 3 over Returnal. Same with Bloodborne. But I feel like, honestly, by the time I play more Bloodborne, I'm gonna like it more than Uncharted 3. So I'm just gonna put it there. But yeah, I think this is good. This is the list.
Does this mean that Deadbeat thinks that no Spider-Man game gets above a 7 out of 10? Now that's crazy to say. No, I still have my personal preferences. Like for me, like I'll endless. I could replay Web of Shadows endlessly. Like I love that game so much. But I'm just saying, like as a kind of like Uncharted. Like I think Spider-Man is a jack of all trades, master of none. Like I think I think it's really good across all areas, but I don't think it particularly excels at any one area in terms of innovation or anything. Like, I just think it's a good, solid package all round. That's what I mean when I say that.
I think you're forgetting the one element of that.
What's that?
The story.
The story, yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. Like, I think it's really good when compared to other Spider-Man games. But in terms of like other media, I don't know. I think it's still good, like a 7 out of 10. And it's one of the best interpretations of Peter that we've probably ever had.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So what do you have across Into the Spider-Verse at?
Like the movie.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like just the story compared to like other media stories.
I think Into the Spider-Verse is like a 9 out of 10 overall as a movie.
So
I think it's
but
really,
don't you
really
think
good.
Spider-Man would be the best Spider-Man movie? Or Spider-Man PS4?
I'm talking about like with Peter. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Like a Peter focused story. I still think if this was a movie, I don't think it'd be as good as Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know. That might be a hot take.
That's kind of crazy to me personally, because I don't
Really?
think... Yeah, because Peter's not the only character in the story. Martin Lee, Doc Ock is the best fucking Spider-Man
No,
villain.
but I mean like a Peter focused story is what I mean.
I
Like,
mean,
in terms
yeah,
of a
that's...
Peter focused story. I think it's the best compared to the other Peter focused Spider-Man movies we've had.
Yeah, but I still think like the other elements of the writing like fucking are still better than both the Spider-Verse movies.
The writing in 2018 is better than
Yes.
Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Damn. I could be glazing a little bit because I'm such a fan of the animation and stuff. So maybe I'm glazing. Like maybe if Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse were live action, maybe I'd have a different opinion on the writing.
That's fair. I think
know.
that's the best art style for literally anything. The Spider-Verse animation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But regardless, I'm not. I want to go on record. I'm not saying Spider-Man is bad because it's definitely not. And Insomniac are really good developers. So I'm more keen to see what they do with this Wolverine game. I'm interested to see what they do to. Like, are they going to invent a whole new combat system?
Dude.
Like, you'd imagine so. Or
How the hell is Noob Master back? Dude.
I think as a whole package, Spider-Man 2018 is an 8. Yeah, look, and like I'm not gonna knock any, and it's so cringe, bro. Like I've said to Colin before, it's so cringe to hate on people for liking something. Like if you genuinely like something or think it's a 10 out of 10, like that's great, dude. Like I'm glad you really enjoyed it. But at the same token, you've got to respect other people's opinions who maybe didn't enjoy it as much. But it's also because I love, like, Spider-Man's my favorite comic book character ever. So I just know the potential is there to have this really cool game. And I just don't think we're there yet at a 10 out of 10. Because like you said, I think 2 is going to improve a lot of different things. So I think to give it like a 10 or something is kind of like with Ragnarok and 2018. Like I just think there's room to be improved, and you'll notice that difference.
No, I've said if I put my bias
it.
aside, I'd probably have Spider-Man at an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's valid, and that's only 1 point away from where I ranked it.
Yeah.
So, Wolverine game's gonna be R-rated, not PG-13. Wasn't there like blood on his knuckles in the announcement trailer? And there was like when the claws came out, it was like piercing his skin and shit. So it looks to be a bit more violent.
Yeah, they said it's M-rated.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next tier list we wanted to do this?
So you haven't played anything else? Oh, you haven't played Rift Apart, hey?
Nah.
Or Horizon?
Nah, I haven't played any of these games.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, there would probably be like if actually no, Hollow Knight's not a PlayStation exclusive. I'm tweaking.
No.
Yeah,
cool. All right.
What's the next one?
We've got the superhero one.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, let's just put in the ones we already talked about.
Yeah, okay.
So Spider-Man.
Let me just change. Do you want to change these to the ranking?
Alright.
So we'll do 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Alright. That's how I got my shit set up.
Okay, just give me a min. 5 out of 10, and then mid.
Big John, are you on the Blue Rocks? All my opinions are facts. I've learned to accept opinions a lot more, but I think they have to be pretty understandable. That's how I am.
Yeah, like yeah, and there's definitely people, especially on TikTok. Like people don't on TikTok people just, and because TikTok you have to be so, you almost have to have such a polarizing opinion to get clicks. So there's so many people on TikTok that just like state dumb opinions, especially with like
I don't even
movies
think
and
you
shit like that.
need to have polarizing opinions. I mean, honestly, like the personality aspect is another thing of it. Like
Yeah.
like Jacob sometimes he says some shit that I'm like, what? But I'm just like, it's Jacob. He's a nice guy.
I honestly, yeah, he is a nice guy. Yeah, but I honestly feel like Jacob kind of appeals more to the normie than me or you, I guess, because
Nah, I would say I try to talk more about popular shit, because whenever I talk, like I just did a video about Hollow Knight, did nothing. Like I try to talk about popular shit, because whenever I try to talk about unpopular shit, I get no views. So I'm just like, I don't even feel like talking about it.
Yeah. Debbie, what's your favorite AC? Black Flag, I think, is probably the best one. I don't really like any of the RPG ones they made. Just big, boring worlds.
Not really. Colin is somewhat popular, kind of really on TikTok, but has unpopular opinions. So when people say I'm fucking popular, I'm just like, I don't want to.
Bro's got fans. Black Panther game. Yikes! I don't know if that's gonna be good.
When the Black Panther game's released, you gonna play it? Yeah, I'm gonna play it. But what Deadbeat said, I don't know if it's gonna be that good. Same with the Iron Man game. I'm waiting to see gameplay and information before I
People getting hyped over cinematic trailers, bro.
Yeah.
CGI trailers. Oh my god.
To be fair, that was me with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I know. I watched your reaction. I was like, bro's glazing.
I mean, that's
actually no, but the story trailer was all gameplay, right? It was all, like,
I'm talking about
stuff,
the one from 2021 at the showcase.
Oh, that shit.
I've had the same opinion on Spider-Man 2 since fucking Spider-Man 2018. I was like, dude, when the next game comes out, this shit's gonna be fucking a masterpiece.
Actually excited for the Iron Man game since it's made by Motive, the guys behind Dead Space Remake. Yeah, but I mean, keep in mind with the Dead Space Remake, they had a pretty decent game to build off already. So
I'll be right back.
That is still a good sign.
I gotta take a piss real quick.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Quick chat while he's gone. Tell me Colin's worst take. What do you think his worst take is? Yeah, it shows they can make a good quality video game. Yeah, exactly. It's still a good sign, but what else has Motive made? Bloodborne being a 7 out of 10 is Colin's worst take. His worst take is knowing how good a game is gonna be before it comes out. Colin's worst take is Resident Evil is too goofy. Someone said, yeah, that is a weird opinion. Not gonna lie, I agree with everything you said. Don't want to sound like a meat writer. No, you're fine, bro. Saying the poster for Spider-Man 2 being bad? You mean like the cover art? The cover art is doo-doo for Spider-Man 2. It looks terrible. Spider-Man, all the cover art for the Insomniac Spider-Man games has been pretty average. Not gonna lie, like I wish it was a bit better. Last of Us is definitely a 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's good. I mean, like I said, if people really resonated with the story of Last of Us 2, I'm glad they did. Like I just didn't. Like I'm glad people had fun with. If people have fun with games I don't like, I'm jealous. I'm glad you had fun, bro. How would you think if there was a Marvel Zombies game? Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I just don't know what type of gameplay they would have with it. I don't know. Debbie said no wrong about God of War. Do not blow up my house. Lego Marvel Superheroes 10 out of 10. It's kind of wild. Spider-Man 2 cover is just 2018 and Miles combined. Yeah, I mean, like, after 2018 and Miles came out with those cover arts, they obviously weren't going to, like, completely change the cover art for 2. Like, they were going to just follow that basic art formula of putting a solid color in the background and then having the character on the front.
Alright, where's Spider-Man? I'll just put that shit in the 9. What other superhero game?
Infamous
So yeah,
Second
that's
Son.
8. Was there another one? I don't think there was.
Nah, because now we got all the Arkham games. We got, like, the other Spider-Man games. Ultimate Alliance is on here.
Haven't played a lot of these games, to be honest.
Ah, it's okay. We don't have to do them all. I haven't played a lot of the Lego ones as well. Thanks for the follow, Bucky Solos. Thank you.
Alright, talk about the Arkham games first, probably.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
Alright, which
So,
one?
Asylum?
Yeah, Asylum. It's a 7 for me.
Yeah, same.
Alright.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't...
that's just, I mean, yeah, like, it's, I actually just replayed it, and, yeah, I don't know, man. I just couldn't, it's hard to go back to Asylum after the improvements to the controls and the navigation that were made in
I just think the combat
games.
is extremely basic in Asylum.
Yeah, extreme. Yeah, I agree. It's the all the mechanics are just bare bones. A lot of the stealth is very basic as well.
Yeah, like the enemy variety is pretty meh.
Yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong, its story's pretty good, and I'm glad it was there to propel Batman games forward and superhero games in general forward. But yeah, it hasn't aged as well as a lot of people say.
All right, City is next.
City, I think it's,
that's right here.
Once again, I think it's like above Asylum, but I think it's also like a 7.
I have it at a 10.
A 10.
Yep.
Wow, that's okay. Interesting.
What are your issues with City?
I think it's hard to go back to City's open world after Night, and not just because of the open world, but also because of how fluent the traversal is in Night. I prefer the way it was handled in Night. I think the story is better than Asylum.
Oh yeah, for sure, like a lot better.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the small, like, because it's a good natural progression from Asylum. Like, they improved a lot from Asylum, but that's why in the 7 tier it's above Asylum for me. But I still think I think there's room for improvement, as can be seen from Origins and Night, in my opinion.
I don't think Origins did that much in terms of improvements.
I think this, maybe not gameplay wise, but I think the story was better.
Oh yeah, I think I was talking about the gameplay, yeah, but I think Origins is better in every regard except open world.
Yep. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Honestly, like, probably City's open world is probably better than Origins.
Purely, I think it's purely because there's more. It's tighter with the traversal in Origin, it's the same as in City as it is in Origins, but Origins has a bigger map, which makes it even worse, makes the traversal even worse. And Origins open world, while I love the design, like the art direction of it, because it's like and the atmosphere is great with like the winter snowy shit, but it's like the content is scarce compared to City.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Okay, where would you put Origins?
I have it at the same score as City, so I would. I think it's better. I think it's better than City.
Oh yeah, so you put it at. You had it at 10 as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Origins story is like literally like top 4 for me.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got it at 7 as well. I just have a preference to it over Origins. Over City and Asylum. I can't really put it in words, but yeah, I love the writing and the story in Origins. I think it's really good.
All right, Arkham Knight. I have at a 7 out of 10.
Okay, that's right. I've got it at 8. It's my personal favorite.
I mean, we could put it at 8 because it's 7.5 between the two of us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I don't think it's better than Infamous. Definitely not. But
no, I don't think so either. But yeah, I think in terms of the core gameplay of the Arkham series, I think Knight got the formula down and improved upon it in almost every way. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of the Batmobile segments.
No,
which is why it's only an 8.
Yeah, I think the Batmobile brings it down. I think we were talking about this on the other stream, but like I agree that the Batmobile was a good addition. It was just how it was implemented and used is my issue. Yeah. And especially, you can
make an argument and say it was overused in the combat sequences as well and stuff like that. But it honestly never really bothered me that much, personally. But I understand why people didn't like it.
I just think it goes from a great combat system to a shitty third-person shooter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. City, Overnight, Asylum, and Origins. Someone said.
I think the side content is. I've gone back and forth on the side content in Arkham Knight. I think it's solid.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's good. I like the wheel with the optional objectives where you can just chase down individual villains.
Yeah, I like that too. My problem is the repetition in some of them.
Yep.
Like the Firefly chasing with the Batmobile, that shit was so ass to me.
Yeah.
And then like every Professor Pig thing was just. Like there was like 4 different bodies you had to scan. I like that you had to find them, but I think the Hush side mission from City was better because you had to explore the map more to actually find those bodies. Whereas with Night, there's music playing. It's not that hard to find it. But I'm not the biggest fan of Night's story either, and neither of the boss fights.
Fair enough.
The boss fights also suck.
Yeah, the boss fights are But I think what makes me like Knight's gameplay so much is because I love the stealth in Knight.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Just amazing. And it's like my favorite part of Knight is
if Knight had like City or Origins or Asylum's gameplay, I'd probably have it at like a fucking 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But actually probably even lower than that, to be honest. But due to the fact that the gameplay is just so goddamn good in that game, I can't say it's a bad game. I can't.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't played the fucking Blackgate one. The Wii U.
I haven't either. It's shit from what I've heard. So why? I recently just found out that Infamous First Light is a standalone game. I thought it was a fucking DLC.
It was a DLC, like it was, but it was like a cheaper. It was kind of like a Lost Legacy.
Yeah, I know.
Like a little bit cheaper, but still on its own type. But I don't think it had a physical release. I'm pretty sure it was.
I mean, I don't even know if I want to put it in there because I kind of just count Infamous Second Son and First Light as the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like I do as well.
So I'll just not do it. I haven't played the other Infamous games, so if you want to put them in there wherever you want.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I think Infamous 1. This is entirely biased. My unbiased opinion is that I think Infamous 1 and 2 are both like 8 out of 10s. I think, but my childhood nostalgia filled brain puts Infamous 1 and 2 at like both 9s, I want to say, but I'm just gonna put them in my stupid monkey brain
Alright,
bias opinion state, because I think they're both 9s. I think they're really good.
you can put them
Really
in
good.
9.
Which is why I want Sucker Punch to get their hands on a Spider-Man game. At
Did
some
they
point,
have the
pretty soon.
Guardians of the Galaxy game on here? I can't.
No, that was made by
Square Enix.
I want to say it was made, but yeah. Because that also, I didn't even mind that, to be honest. I really, that's not on this list, but that game, I really loved like the goofy sections where you have to say the right things to motivate your team or whatever. Like, I just think that's so cool. Like,
I think
such
that
a
shit gets
good-
repetitive really early, honestly.
I don't know. I just love the charm of it. I thought it was such a good.
No, it was
thing
cool.
for,
It was cool in the
yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
but
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
All right, Lego Batman 2. Wait, is it here? I don't think it's here.
Played a little bit of it. I don't think I have enough to make a solid
I'm
rating.
putting
but
Lego Batman 2. It's between 7 and 8. It's like a 7.5 for me. I'm putting it in 8. It's whatever.
Do you think it's? Oh, so you think it's better than? Oh yeah. See, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's better than Night, to be honest.
No.
Maybe if I replayed it, maybe I actually might think it's better than Night. I don't know. I haven't played it in a while, but from what I remember, I really like the game. Lego Batman 1, I think, is also like a 7. Not better than Asylum, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like maybe like a 6. I don't know. At the end of the day, these are like children's games, so I don't know. Like, how much can you really rate like mechanics and like?
I mean, Lego games
Like
have some
shit
really
like that,
good
you know what I
puzzles and fucking shit.
Yeah.
And like level designs. Lego Batman 3 was, I think it's a 6 or a 5 for me. I don't know if you played it. I'll put it in the 6. I'll put it in the 6. All right, Spider-Man 2.
Did you play the Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2. I'm willing to give it like another 7 as well.
Okay.
It's
I have it at a
good place
6.
to put it.
I'd probably put it above Lego Batman. Not Asylum though.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'd put it above Lego Batman as well. What about? Did you play that Wolverine game, the X-Men Origins one?
No, I haven't played that.
Ah, damn. I would have been interested to see, because very hack and slash like.
Hold on, let me
game.
just.
I mean, it is.
Let me just add. Fucking haven't played.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Shit, I'll do that as well. Actually, a fun hack and slash game. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Very surprising for a movie tie-in game about a dog shit movie. Like.
Dude, the only thing
Very
I like
surprising.
about X-Men Origins Wolverine, the movie, is the action scenes and the shit with Ryan Reynolds. Except for the ending. Except for the ending. With fucking that bootleg Deadpool.
You play the prototype games? The wannabe Venom game?
Yeah, the wannabe Venom games. I remember liking prototype. I don't remember them vividly. Like, I barely remember them, but I do remember liking them. I'd probably put them both at 7s. I think I do remember liking Prototype 2 over.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think they're both 7s. For me, they're probably more fun than Arkham Asylum, personally. Okay. Maybe not City and Origins, but they're some of the best action games. Colin's chat. If you want to play like a really good action game that's not like Devil May Cry or something with a huge skill ceiling, play Prototype. It's really fun. The amount of like destruction and powers you get in that game.
Deadbeat coming
really
back
cool.
with some solid takes. All has been forgiven.
Hey, give me a chance.
What about my uncle?
Okay,
Did you give him a chance?
It's only because you watched that the other day, right?
Yeah, you joined
you
like
watching
for
it.
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked on it because I was like gonna chime in at a certain point in the stream because I wanted to see your thoughts on a certain scene. But I wasn't around. I had to go. I wanted to see what you thought of the
Oh, we didn't even
the
talk
end
about
fight
Arkham
scene.
VR. I think that shit's also ass. I'll just put it in the
Yeah.
Y. Have you played the Neversoft Spider-Man games?
Like
The PS2 ones?
Oh yeah, like what? Yeah, one or two.
Like
Yeah,
Enter,
yeah, I
like
have,
these
yeah.
ones, like Enter Electra and shit.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think about them?
I think one's better than two, but they're like obviously they're fucking PS1 games, so I'll probably give them like a low 7, high 6. I don't know, like
I'd probably put...
the voice actor Rina Romano or whatever the
I've
voice actor
seen
for Spider-Man.
I've seen
Yeah,
gameplay of them, and from what
Yeah.
I've seen, they'd probably be below mid, but I don't know.
yeah.
Um,
The gameplay is very simplistic, but the amount of like story in terms of like rogues gallery and just like it's like it's really good for a PS1 game. Like I understand why it would have blown people's minds back in the day.
where do you
like,
want to put Ultimate Spider-Man? Because I haven't played it.
uh like bottom of 7. I'm gonna
Okay.
give it. I think it's like
have you
dumbs down a
played-
little bit from 2.
Have you played
but
any
get to
of
play as
these?
Venom, so
Have you played any of these games? I haven't played.
I played Batman Vengeance. I'd give it like a 7 as well. I think it's okay.
Do you think it's better than Ultimate Spider-Man?
No. But I think it's okay, considering this is before Arkham and everything. Like it's like, did you play the Batman Begins PS2 game?
Nah,
Like,
I've seen gameplay of it.
Yeah, like that shit was like honestly like not bad for considering it was before the Arkham series, and yeah, for a movie tie-in game, wasn't too bad. Ultimate Alliance 1 I've played. I think it's also like a 7 maybe.
Where in the sevens?
But at the bottom, I think the amount of characters you can play that game is very very cool. And I think and just the Wolverine one. I think honestly that's like
Where's the Wolverine one? Yeah, it's right here.
yeah. I think it's like below Prototype for me, but above Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I think it's really fun.
All right.
What about the other Spider-Man games like Shadow Dimensions?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about them. I have both Beanox games at 7s.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's valid.
I think they're better than Proto. I don't remember. I definitely think Shadow Dimensions is better than Prototype.
It's a hot one, but I'll concede it. I think they're good.
I don't know. I like Edge of Time a lot. Too.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
Or I don't like it. Like in terms of like 7s, I like it a lot. Well, like it's not like a crazy game to me. But I do like it more than Spider-Man 2 and like.
Do you like Edge of Time more than Shattered Dimensions? No.
I don't know, like fully. I think right now I do, because I just like the story of Edge of Time more. Except like it's got some hitches in his story, but
Yeah.
Fucking, I definitely think Shattered Dimensions has better gameplay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I agree with that. I feel like it got dumbed down.
TASM movie games, just put those in the Y.
Yeah, I don't know, like a 5, like down. I've got it down near the Arkham VR. Like they're both pretty like doo-doo. One thing I do like in those games, I've already told you, but I like attacking the compounds and unlocking the suits.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
I think the use of L2 and R2 for swinging in TASM 2 is pretty cool, but outside of that,
yeah.
Honestly, the swinging in TASM 2 movie game isn't terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible.
It's kind of like similar issues I have with 2018. It feels really slow, and I don't know.
I don't know
Feels
about all that.
like kind of, but and also the web rush feature is like massively overhyped. Like it's like
it's not good.
you just tap a button and then he auto just goes wherever you want him to go.
Yeah,
It's
all
like,
right,
oh,
Web of
it's very
Shadows,
cool.
I have it a 6.
Yeah, okay.
I
I'd
do
probably
think it's
give
better
it,
than
like-
Spider-Man 2, though.
Yeah, okay.
Where would you probably put it in the 7s?
I'd give it like a 7, also above Spider-Man 2, below Asylum. Like I can't.
What about Prototype?
Yeah, below Prototype.
All right.
I think
Miles
Shadows-
Morales, I have it an 8.
Yeah, I also think it's an 8. I think it's better than 2018, because I think 2018 is a 7, but I think the improvements it made to
But all it did was improve the swinging. Like, even the combat's debatable.
I think the combat was improved with the Venom stuff. I know you have less gadgets, but like I said,
Not just
I
less
personally,
gadgets, less variety.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, there's not, like, you can do like a good amount more in Spider-Man PS4's combat. But I
Like,
do agree that the Venom
like-
stuff is really fun to use and more convenient. It's like the
Yeah.
variety in Miles Morales is easier to access and easier to, like, I think Spider-Man PS4's combat has a higher skill ceiling, to be honest.
I don't think either game has like a high.
Oh, yeah,
necessarily
I know,
skill
but I'm talking
ceiling,
about like
but-
just in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comparison.
I think when both skill ceilings are like low, I don't think it really matters what has a higher skill ceiling. But I like the Venom meter builds with hits in combat and picking it up in combat. Like I just feel like it's more engaging than using the gadgets and stuff in 2018. I don't know. And there's more like
Well,
AoE attacks.
to be fair, I think Miles Morales has better enemy variety.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. It's just a preference type thing. I also think it like even though the story was worse because of like the Tinkerer like being like I don't know, it's just a
Shit.
whatever villain. Like I think the way it makes Miles feel like part of his neighborhood and stuff. Like I just love that sort of shit. Like,
Well,
like
I think the
like,
story
it feels like he's part of New York.
Yeah, I think the story in 2018 is way better. Same with the boss fights. I just I don't really understand why you think it's better than Spider-Man 2018, but it's whatever. I do think it's better than Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than Infamous.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's better than Infamous. I've got it below Knight and Infamous, but
The Deadpool
those
game,
three could.
I have it a 6. I like
Yeah,
it. I
that's
like
valid.
it. I like it more than you think it's a 6 also.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's a 6. Yeah, it's the writing's kind of funny, but I don't know. It's kind of like a product of its time with like boob jokes and shit like that. I don't know. Like it's kind of like oh, funny.
The Injustice games. Have you played those?
Yeah. Does it have 1 and 2 on here? Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, they're both 6s to me.
You don't really like fighting games?
Not really.
Oh yeah, okay. I think Injustice 2 is like a strong 7. I think it's good. I like the story.
The story is in Injustice 2. You like the story?
Yeah.
That's
I'm okay.
That's
I'm okay with
interesting.
it just being this goofy like comic book character. Like
I don't
mashup
think it's
of-
goofy. I just think it's fucking stupid. Like fucking Kara is a nothing character. Fucking Wonder Woman is annoying as shit. Fucking Damian Wayne is annoying. There's so much shit about this.
I don't know if you treat it like because I don't know. You, like depends how many people played it, but when NetherRealm made the Mortal Kombat cross DC game that came out like 2007 or something, like that shit was like so far beyond goofy, it was ridiculous. Like, but I loved it because it was just so over the top. Like all these Mortal Kombat characters coming in DC's
So hold on, someone in my chat said edgy bad jokes feel like part of Deadpool's identity, though. To be fair, no, not the one. He's a lot better in the comics. Like the Deadpool game isn't actually a good adaptation of Deadpool. Like he doesn't really take anything seriously in that game, whereas in the comics he actually like does, or like he will from time to time. They kind of just make him a fucking idiot in that game.
Yeah.
Like I think
It's,
like a good example
yeah.
is like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is like a really good adaptation of Deadpool. Like actually the best adaptation of Deadpool.
Deadpool in the game doesn't feel intelligent. He kind of just feels like he's blundering his way through everything and just getting lucky. Like I don't know.
Yeah, wait. What do you
Like,
have
and
in
I'm not saying
Justice?
Deadpool-
What do you have in Justice?
Yeah,
1
Justice
at?
2, I put it as 7.
What about Injustice 1?
Oh, Injustice 1, probably like a 7, but below Injustice 2.
I like the like you said. You asked if I didn't like fighting games. Like I like playing it with someone. Like it's fun. It was fun to play with someone. Like when I first started getting the game, but like I don't know, it was decent.
Yeah. To really like say that game's like a 9 or whatever, you really have to like be into like the online and shit. Like I feel like that's the kind of person that would rate that a 9.
I also kind of suck at the fucking game, so there's that. Because I've actually played it like 2 days ago with somebody from my Discord. But yeah, But I mean, like, I was pretty decent at it when I fucking used to play it, like when it first came out and type shit. All right, the Batman, the Telltale games. I think season 1 was actually good, but I didn't buy it. Like, I got the free version of season 1, and then I didn't play the rest of it. Yeah, have you played the Batman Telltale games?
Yeah, I played both of them. I think they're pretty good. But like the way it handles Joker is kind of like a point of contention in the community. I know, like how it like what you do as Batman influences how Joker ends up turning out or whatever. Like he could be a vigilante or a villain or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if a Batman game is necessarily the type of game that should be in these like choose your own adventure type. I don't know. It's
So
weird.
you said it's a 7 or a 6?
Yeah, I think it's like a 7. Yeah.
I mean, from
It's
what
like
I
one of
played,
Telltale's
from
better
what I
games,
played,
but-
I think it feels like Long Halloween. So I really liked the part 1 that I played. So maybe I'd like it more if I continued it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's the list.
Everything you didn't play. Oh, you haven't played the Hulk Ultimate Destruction PS2 game, bro.
Nah.
Damn, bro. That game, it's like because it's from the people who made Prototype, so it's like a Hulk game with prototypes, controls, and destruction and shit. It's really fun. Really good Hulk game. Probably like a 7 as well.
All right.
But yeah, I haven't played anything else here except maybe the fucking. I played a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom, but whatever. Oh, you didn't play Ultimate Alliance 3? Oh, you don't have a Switch, Che.
Nah, I haven't played it. I've played Ultimate Alliance 1 as a kid, but I don't remember it really.
Oh, yep. What about Marvel vs. Capcom 2? No, I haven't played it. I played a little bit, like not much. Yeah, cool. Well, let me see your ranking.
Oh, my
Or
actual.
is this the shared one?
Oh yeah, my. All right, this is the shared one. If y'all want to like
Yeah, okay.
pause it or whatever to see it, I mean like you don't really have to pause it, but it's like, all right. Spider-Man's 10 Origins. I think. Honestly, I think.
Wait, I should. I'll share my screen so you can show your chat mine if you want.
Oh, hold on.
If you want to.
Yeah, let me just finish mine up real quick.
Because mine, I just looked at the differences and I was like, Jesus.
Honestly, I like Injustice 1 more than I like Injustice 2 because I like the Injustice 1
Interesting.
story more.
What do you guys think about the Flash movie? It was fun, but it was mid. Although I appreciate that they tried to put some heart into it with his mom and stuff. Like, some of that was good. It had some actual, like, deeper questions than just like, oh, time travel and we're going on a goofy adventure to reset the fucking timeline because these movies suck.
Alright, this is mine. This is my,
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I haven't played the Infamous game. I'm tweaking. I played the Infamous games. But yeah, this is mine finished up. What are we thinking, chat?
Yeah, I'll show my chat yours. What we got here? You guys disagree with any of Colin's opinions on this one? Vigilante Joker is mid. Yeah, true. Honestly, like the only stuff I disagree with necessarily is your 10 out of 10 row. If your 10 out of 10s were just mixed in with your 8 out of 10s, I would see barely any issue with your list. Like anything I disagree with. Spider-Man 2018 is not a 10.
Alright, well, let me pull your shit up. Hold on. This is Deadbeat's list. Who do you guys think had the better list?
Take it easy, chat. I feel like Ultimate Spider-Man is at least an 8. Feels a bit too low here. Oh, it's a 7. I don't know. negligible difference
Wait,
between
wait,
the
wait,
Sony
wait,
and
wait,
Remake,
wait, wait,
but
wait. Why do you think Arkham Knight's better than Miles or Spider-Man?
huh?
Why do you think Arkham Knight's better than Miles or Spider-Man?
Oh, I just think the moment-to-moment gameplay's more engaging. I like the world better. I don't know, but like I said, Spider-Man's at the top of 10. Honestly, Arkham Knight could go anywhere between here. I feel like
Yeah, but
it's just where I sit at the moment,
like
personally.
Spider-Man has better boss fights, a better story, arguably better combat, way better traversal. Um, I mean, like, I don't know. I
I
feel
think
like
the
just
combat's. I think the combat is more of a personal thing, but I think Arkham Knight's combat's better than 2018's.
oh, it's
I think
fair.
it's
I mean, it's
more
fair. I go
more
back
more
and
you can do.
I go back and forth, but
Yeah,
I honestly think Spider-Man's probably better because,
yeah,
like, this in terms of challenge, they're basically the same, and Spider-Man has more
yeah.
variety with just as engaging enemy designs.
Hmm.
But I still think Arkham Knight has better enemy variety.
Yeah, I have to look it up, but I don't know. I feel like the stealth is way better as
Yeah,
well
yeah, the
in Arkham
stealth is
Knight.
way better.
But I think I don't know. I have to clarify, but at least when I played Knight, it felt like there was more moves and things I could do. Like, and I don't mean like because obviously there's like the air stuff with 2018. There's like the zip, but you can zip around in Knight as well. But there's like the ability to uppercut enemies and juggle them in the air and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, but I don't know. It just felt like there was more moves where I could like down a bunch of people,
Hold
then
on,
use or like
someone in my
AOE stun them and stuff like that.
someone in my chat said combat is significantly better in Arkham. You want to elaborate on that?
Significantly, I don't know if it's significantly better, but I don't know. I feel like they're around on the same level. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, you could say like, yeah, the stealth is better in Night, but also the traversal is better in 2018. So it's like I don't know, it's negligible the difference. But I just found myself more willing to replay Night than 2018 than Spider Man. They did my boy Deathstroke dirty. That they did. I I can't defend that decision. That was terrible.
All right, well this
How does Bro have Miles over Spider-Man? We already talked about it. Plex. Just prefer Arkham Knight's combat. The thing I hate most about Ultimate Spider-Man is the fact Peter has the whiniest voice of all time. I think it suits though. I literally read the comics in that voice after I played the game. Like it just suits that. I don't know. Maybe I just got used to it because I was a kid or whatever. Arkham's combat felt more fluent. Yeah, probably, but I don't know if that's attributed
Wait,
to
hold on. Honestly,
the...
Spider-Man PS4's bosses aren't as good as Arkham's because they're really simplistic, to be honest. I mean, sure, Arkham City and Origins, I agree, they have better bosses than Spider-Man, but Knight? Hell no.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm not the kind of person that necessarily remembers boss fights all that well, but the fact that I remember like the Mr. Freeze fight from City and even the Deathstroke fight in Origins, like just says more about a boss necessarily, but I don't remember many of the bosses from Night.
That's
Like
kind of confusing to me because, like, I feel like boss fights are a really important thing to games, or at least to me.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't like what would you say like one of the best bosses of all time is, like, because we won't be able to pull up a list, but maybe we could just talk about it.
Hold on, it expanded upon previously established Arkham free flow combat while inserting the gadgetry in a more fluid way. You're talking about, what are you talking about? Are you comparing it to other Arkham games or Spider-Man? PS4 feels too automated to me all around, traversal as well. How the fuck does the combat feel What are you talking? How is Spider-Man's combat automated but Arkham isn't? That doesn't even make sense.
No, that's a pretty weird take. Yeah, like the combat in Arkham feels. I was about to say before, the combat in Arkham feels more fluid. I feel like because of the automated like animations from the counter and stuff. Like I don't know, it's like I'll be honest. Like I feel like unless you're playing Spider-Man 2018 at a really high skill ceiling, skill level, you're using roughly the same amount of inputs between each game. I feel like the inputs and stuff between each game is pretty similar.
I mean, like, fucking
But
Knight's fluidity, I guess, comes down to just the combat systems being different, despite people thinking they're carbon copies, which is just stupid.
Yep.
But, again, I just fucking Spider-Man allows for more creativity. The problem with the combat is
different fighting styles.
the problem with the combat is that it feels like it's outside of reality, but with the visual feedback, it's kind of basic to the point where it just feels a bit restricts itself a bit. Are you talking about Arkham or Spider? I'm so confused because it doesn't make sense for either of those games. You and me had a discussion. Wait, what happened? No, what were you gonna say?
Someone was when we were talking about bosses. Someone said the Thor fight in Ragnarok, and yeah, that was.
Oh my god, so good.
But also, I don't know if that was. I don't know if the fight itself was good or if it was just like peak in terms of like cinematic, like the
I
way
think it was both.
The way and the music and just like it was just like insanely cool.
I honestly think it was a great
mix.
mix. I honestly think it was a great mixture of both.
Yeah, but I don't know if people should hold it up as like one of the best boss fights of all time, like, or if it was just like the spectacle of it was the part that was good. But I still think it was a good fight.
Biggie Japapa. It's a goated name, but fucking you really made me realize how much more freedom you have with the combat when you weave your own abilities to create your own combos. Well, I'm glad I could do that for you.
There's not enough to keep me interested the full way through. Same for Night. Yeah, okay. That's.
I mean, if you feel the same way about both, I get it, but I mean, I don't really get it. But I think if you're gonna say like, Arkham Knight is like, it's like because people like to be like, oh, Spider-Man's combat's repetitive, Arkham isn't. Like, what are you talking about? How the fuck is the combat system that allows you to do more repetitive than the other system that allows you to do less?
We can do. Do you want to do? I just found a list for 2023 games. If you want to do them.
I mean, I could just put the. Actually, I don't know. If I was gonna say I could just put.
Oh, we did the arts. We still have the art style one. We're gonna do that.
Yeah. Do you want to save that for last though? Because I feel like I don't know how.
Yeah.
Long
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
We can do the. Yeah. Just share me the 2023 games.
Yeah.
Does it have a lot of games on there?
Yeah, it does.
Does it have unreleased games?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, it has like fucking like Avatar and I don't see fucking Spider-Man on here though. What the hell? Why does it have Spider-Man? It has fucking Avatar, but not.
Is Jedi Survivor on there?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop sharing my screen. Maybe Spider-Man is on here. I just can't see it. I don't know.
What?
It's using like weird pictures.
Hype overload.
Oh no, it is. It is on here. Yeah.
What the hell are these? I feel like I haven't even. Oh, 9. They have. How do you have 9 souls on here, but not Spider-Man? What the fuck? It's such a weird list.
No. Spider-Man is on there. It's using a weird picture. It's in like the middle.
Oh.
It's using this weird ass like fake picture. Or something.
What the fuck? Hold on. I want to make sure that is Hi-Fi Rush here.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't think about that. Hades. I don't see it. Fuck's sake.
All right.
Might be another one. Hold up.
All right. You know I was gonna say. All right. Let's do the art style one while I make the 2023 tier list or like the 2023 games thing. I'll let you stream it so I can just have my screen up somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
While I make this shit.
Okay. You sent me the link to the art style one. Hey, here it is.
feel like art style is gonna be such a hard thing to like actually debate over because art style is probably the most subjective fucking thing
very
in the world.
subjective. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, you can put Call of Duty Ghosts in the Call of Duty Ghosts tier.
Where are we here? All right. Well, should we do? We'll do Black Ops 2 then. I think it's like a 7. I don't know.
I
It's pretty
think
good.
the way. All right, so like Black Ops 2 is a mix
Because we're going off style and direction, right?
Yeah, because it's got direct. I think
okay.
Black Ops 2 actually has a lot of like the maps
Good
in that
direction,
game. Yeah,
yeah.
it's got really good art direction, and it's also a good mix of like because the graphics still hold up today because it's got a good mix of art style and photorealism. So honestly, I'd probably put it at 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay. Super Mario Galaxy.
10.
Yeah, it's also it's also high up. Hi-Fi Rush. We can
10.
just go ahead and put that in 10. What's another one that's kind of a bit more? What about Jedi Survivor?
Ooh,
It's hot. I think it's like for me probably like a 7.
is that because of the performance issues?
No. I honestly just think I think it adapts the Star Wars mythos really well. I wouldn't say it does anything unique with it. I think it suffers because it's trying to like fit into the pre-existing look quote for Star Wars. It can't really do anything really unique.
I would
with
say
that
8
IP.
purely because I think Kobo, the Shattered Moon, and fucking Jeddah are all have really good art direction.
Yeah.
And also the graphics look amazing.
All right. Then we'll round it up to 8 then.
Yeah.
I'll put it at 7. BO2 at 8 is insane. Is it though? Like we're not just talking about style. We're talking about the direction as well, and the actual like world in Black Ops 2 and is good. It's pretty well made. Like we're not talking about the game as a whole here. We're talking about just art style and art direction. That's all we're talking about.
I should have probably put Sekiro in there because I would have honestly liked. I forgot to put it in there.
True, yeah. Sunset Overdrive, like that's like a 9.
Yeah, I'd say a 9.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Cuphead, we can agree that's
a
10,
10.
I feel like
Probably over Galaxy.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's probably at the top, I reckon. And Hi-Fi Rush is probably above Galaxy as well. You reckon?
Yeah, I'd probably say I like. It's actually kind of difficult between Hi-Fi and Cuphead because they're both fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I think Hi-Fi Rush is more. Nah, I was gonna say more unique, but they're both also very unique.
Yeah,
I don't know.
True.
We'll come back.
It could go either way.
We'll come back to it.
Okay. We put Uncharted 1 on here. Shit is like a 5.
Put it in the Ghost tier, in the Call of Duty Ghost tier.
I'm gonna give it like a 5. So maybe we'll concede and put it in a 4.
I don't even think it deserves that because the art direction isn't even variated. Really, it's just jungly.
No. Well, 4 is bad, so I'm not saying it's good. 5 is like mediocre, I guess, but 4 is just bad. So we'll even out and put it in a 4. But I think if anyone still thinks this game looks good, like you're tweaking. Honestly, like the game looks ass.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Like,
or hold on, I'm sorry, I'm not reading my chat. I'm kind of using my second monitor for something, but I'll get back in a second.
But this hasn't aged well, which is why Uncharted 2, we can both agree, is probably like at least a 7. Right? Like
Seven's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It improved a lot in terms of like locations, the uniqueness of each area, the color palette. Like it's just a lot better all around. We didn't have 3 on here, but we can do 4 as well. I think 4 is like an 8.
I'd honestly give it a 9.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like it's very cinematic in the way it presents
Yeah, and
its
I also think
visuals.
it's got
And I
a
think
nice uniqueness in between a good amount of the
yeah,
levels.
yeah, I'd agree.
I would say Have a Nice Death. You can put that one up there. I think that's
Oh
also.
yeah, I haven't played this, but I've seen it. It looks really
Yeah,
cool. It's
I'd
probably
say
like a
it's
9,
nah.
you
I'd say
reckon?
it's a 10, honestly.
Oh, a 10. Okay. All right, we'll put it in 10. Uh, Ultimate Spider-Man. I think this is probably like an 8. It's like blasphemy to say it
Mm,
because it's a comic book style game, but I don't think it's like a 10. I think because like you said, it does have that like 3D Family Guy game esque
yeah.
environments, which kind of ruins it a little bit. But I think the character models and stuff is really cool.
All right. I mean, I'd
But
have it at a 7. You could put it at an 8. That's just
okay.
evened out. Yeah.
Uh,
You can do Dead
Hollow
Space.
Knights.
Oh,
Oh, Dead Space. Yeah,
Hollow
let's
Knight's
do
a
that.
10. Hollow Knight's a 10. I'd put it above.
Yeah,
I'd put it above
it's
Galaxy.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with that. Okay, yeah, we can do Dead Space. I think Dead Space is like a 9 as well. It's really good. It's like realism, but
Yeah.
it's got its own
Honestly,
unique look.
I was gonna say put it over Sunset Overdrive, but no.
No, I think Overdrive has a better Overdrive takes it in style, so
Yeah.
I think the direction in space is really good, but I think you'll remember
Sunset
Overdrive
Overdrive more.
more.
Yeah.
But that being said, they're both really good. So if you want a horror game to play in 2023, play this. This is the best one that's come out in the last few years.
Do you
so
have any
it's very good.
2023? Hold on. Let me Hold on, let me
Any ones that I played that aren't on the
on my here. I'll send you my
okay.
my list of games that I've played for this year.
Oh, fuck's sake. What's going on here? Here we go. I haven't played Strayed Lights. I haven't played Outlast Trials or Sons of the Forest. And I obviously haven't played Final Fantasy 16 either. But I played the demo for Final Fantasy 16, but I'm not going to pay full price for that shit. I also played Wolong. I've played that.
Have you
and
played it?
everything
Or is
else
there
I
any games on here that you've played that I haven't?
You've played all these, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, I've played everything. I feel like I can rate everything in the top the 8 or 10 or whatever.
All right.
Just Strayed Lights, and then the last 3 I haven't really had much to do with.
All right, that's fine.
But everything else, I feel like I played enough of Hi-Fi Rush where I can judge it. At this point, not like a proper review, but so what about?
Hold on, someone in my chat said you need to put some respect on Ghost. No, I do not, because if you go back and play that game, genuinely, it's so piss ugly. Like, it's egregiously ugly. And the fucking environments aren't even unique.
I think the thing is, people conflate, like, also it's an old COD game, so
Yeah.
talking about these games is like impossible because people just like.
Well, I mean, you
remember
could
when they were,
literally
like,
just look
13
up
playing it.
gameplay or fucking the campaign or some shit.
Yeah. The game looks ass. The color palette is terrible.
Yeah, the color palette.
The textures are like not good at all. But it's and also the environments aren't really that interesting either that you're in the campaign, and the multiplayer is even worse for that. But that being said, I actually like Ghost's campaign a lot. But we're just talking about art style and art direction here.
Yeah, honestly, Ghosts could be bumped up out of the Call of Duty Ghost tier if you count the DLC. Because the DLC, but at the same time, the DLC is really lazy because it's just MW2 maps. Worse. That look worse.
True. Favorite horror game is I'm Scared. Oh, Borderlands 2 is S.
Oh, you know, honestly, I could have put a couple different Call of Duties in there because there's a couple different Call of Duties that I think have good art direction.
Yeah.
Like Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly.
Alright.
Hot min.
Is Spider-Man much different than the remaster on PS5? What do you mean? Are you talking about like like PC compared to the remaster on PS5, or like PS4 compared to the remaster on PS5? Like PS4 versus PS4 Pro, or I mean, I thought that, I'm such an idiot. I thought you typed in PS. I got this fucking stupid thing that blocks letters, but I don't remember what the Spider-Man PS4 was actually like on the PS4 because I haven't played it since 2018. Um, but I'm pretty sure the only thing that's different from the remaster is literally just the graphics and the face change. I think they tweaked some things with like the web shooters and shooting faster or something. I don't know because I haven't played 2018 since 2018. So I don't know. Oh yeah, the adaptive triggers.
Yeah, I heard what you were saying. Someone said that there was one of the guys in the other call. Remember, he said that they changed. Peter doesn't lose momentum when he presses circle when he's swinging, and then yeah, the web shooters shoot faster or something. But honestly, they're all like changes that you wouldn't even notice, and I
Yeah.
didn't notice. So.
What's it called? Sorry, wasn't paying attention. But what do you and Deadbeat think of Jedi Survivor's combat? Personally, I have my own opinions on it, but I want to hear your thoughts on it first. Hold on, wait. Personally, I think Jedi Survivor's combat on a conceptual level could be so cool, but for me, it just feels like it doesn't know what game it's trying to be. It's just trying to be a combo game and Souls. I'm assuming you're probably about to say Souls game. Yeah, he did say Souls game. At the same time, it felt so janky and slow at times, but I think it was very cool. Honestly, I disagree entirely. There's a shit ton of variety, and I love using the different stances for different enemy or combat encounters, because different combat encounters and different enemy variety does get easier or harder depending on what stance you use. It's not like Ghost of Tsushima where you're forced to use a certain stance, or not even Ghost of Tsushima. It doesn't really force you, but like I think Ghost of Tsushima does the stance system better in terms of how it interacts with the enemy designs, but I think Jedi Survivor's combat is like genuinely one of my favorite combat systems. Like, it's satisfying. Has a lot of variety. The enemy variety is fucking great. It is engaging as fuck. It is very challenging. And yeah.
I see what you're saying, Trippy Acid, about it feeling kind of clunky and a little bit slow. I honestly attribute that to Disney wanting lightsabers to be like not wanting, but it's a byproduct of most Star Wars properties having heavy ass looking lightsabers now instead of being light.
Well,
but
I also think it's kind of depends on what stance you're using.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but even just the standard one, I mean, feels kind of a little bit slow. I don't know, like, but I do like the improvement. I love all the improvements that Survivor made to Fallen Order. I think they're all good improvements. It's a better game than Fallen Order in every way. But yeah, I see what you mean. But also, I didn't really have a big problem with the combat. I felt it was pretty much engaging the whole way through. I like the progression of skills you get, stances, the extra stuff. Yeah, I think it's still a solid combat system, but I don't know if I'd put it on like. I still would rather go play something like Sekiro, if I'm being honest. But
why though?
It's just like maybe it's something like what you said about how you just like prefer like sword based, but it's just the sound and the intensity of the parrying and stuff. It's a lot more like fast, I guess, which is probably just my personal preference.
I mean, it kind of
because you can parry and stuff in Survivor. It depends what enemy you're fighting.
Yeah, I was about to say it depends on what enemy you're fighting, but I think their combat is very similar. But Survivor just offers more variety.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Mirage coming for Game of the Year. You're gonna have a rude awakening, Grand Falcone. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's even gonna crack like a nomination, but More power to you for believing in the AC.
I have a
series,
bet
but-
with some random guy on fucking TikTok. I bet him $200 that Spider-Man 2 would win Game of the Year. And fucking
$200.
yeah.
Oh no, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
You'll see. I'll see you we'll see each other in December. We could honestly stream it. We could honestly stream it fucking when it's going
I'm
on.
game if I'm free. Like fucking, it's like even if it's better. Like and I'm not saying that Tears of the Kingdom is gonna win because I think Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be a better game, but it seems really hard for Tears of the Kingdom to not win this year. Just with its release and the amount of like critical reception it got, I just can't see it not winning. Like, I don't know.
To be
Spider-Man's
honest,
gonna have to have a really good launch to and like really good critical acclaim to beat it.
I think people are gonna play Spider-Man. They're gonna play the fucking combat, the improved combat, and fucking improved gameplay and the story, and they're gonna be like, "The fuck were we thinking with this Zelda shit?" No, they're not gonna do that because they ride Zelda.
I don't know, bro. The critics love Zelda.
They do indeed.
They meat ride it, but it's gonna Zelda not winning. Just stop, bro. You're wrong. Bro.
I can't.
If you can't ignore that Zelda has the highest chance of winning at this point in time in the year.
Well, you see, what I was gonna do is if it doesn't win Game of the Year, I'm just gonna block the dude. but I do think it has a strong chance to win Game of the Year. I honestly like Tears of the Kingdom's rating on Metacritic has actually gone down from what it was. I think it's like a 95 now. But fucking like I feel like Spider-Man 2 is probably going to get a 94 or 95.
Okay.
Like
interesting.
like Arkham City or Arkham like Arkham City has a 94 right now.
Don't forget about the Gollum game. True.
Oh yeah, Gollum.
Can't count that out from. Why is Colin glazing a game he hasn't even played yet?
Listen, man, you'll understand when the game comes out. You'll understand.
I hope I do.
You just don't got that same mindset. That's the issue.
I hope you prove me wrong.
I hope. Fucking all right. Let's continue.
Oh, okay. Next one. We can do. Speaking of Spider-Man, we can do that.
6.
I think it's like a 6. Yeah, it's not very interesting to look at all. But I know you weren't a big fan of the suit, were you? The suit itself.
No.
I actually really like the suit. But I just think it just does the classic thing of like, all his villains they all use tech and they've all got like suits and shit, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's very
man.
similar.
Like,
it's very similar between the enemy, like the villain designs. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like
it's like an MCU type.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but
yeah, it's what's it called? It's like Spider-Man. I like the suit. It's like a 7 for me. The only thing holding it back from being a 10 is the colors.
Oh yeah, the red and
like I honestly like the 2018 design more than I like the Spider-Man 2 design, but the colors on the Spider-Man 2 suit are chef's fucking kiss.
What are we ranking? Just so everyone knows, we're ranking on art style and art design, not the games as a whole. Obviously, this is a whack list. Otherwise,
I was gonna say, what was I about to say? I actually forget what I was about to say.
That being said, like it is one of the most beautiful recreations. I mean, it is the most beautiful recreation of like New York and stuff like that. So
I just think they need to diversify New York more.
Yeah,
like it looks like Spider-Man 2 is doing that, which is great.
With the different boroughs and stuff.
And like they're intertwining some more of the topology of the like the green, the trees and shit, like the jungle aspect. I like that.
What about Last of Us 2?
I'm gonna say 9. Same with Uncharted. It's like honestly probably better than Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Not Dead.
It's close though.
Not Dead Space. Not Dead Space though.
No. But yeah, I'd agree with that.
When is the Big Wheel spin-off game coming out?
I don't know. Probably DLC, to be honest. But at the same time, Big Wheel is probably going to be Venom.
Are you excited? Playable Venom? Have they said that? I don't.
Nah, they haven't. They've kind of hinted at it. Like one of the writers on Twitter has hinted at it. She's like,
If they do that, it's probably just going to be like one section you're going to play as him.
I feel like you're
It's not
gonna play
be
as a
able to,
couple
like,
missions with them, and then they'll probably let you do free roam with them by the end of the game.
You
honestly.
reckon they'll do free roam?
Yeah,
No,
I mean, if
I'd
they're
be
gonna
very
design a
surprised.
whole new playable character, why the hell would they not let you play like a challenge map with that character or something?
Oh yeah, I think you could play a challenge map, but I don't think you're going to be able to free roam him. That's all.
I feel like they probably will be.
They've got to like work out a traversal system.
I mean,
and like new animations.
I don't think it would be
and
too much different from Spider-Man.
It would have to feel different.
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Like
I'm talking about like
and,
the
you know.
just the like you know how Spider-Man swings. Like they already have that system in place. It's like the same thing
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Miles. It's like not too much of a stepping like a whole new reinvention of the wheel type thing for Venom as a playable character in terms of his traversal.
Yeah. Okay, Ragnarok.
Also a
like,
9.
I'm gonna say 8, so we'll round it up to a 9. I think it's still really good. but,
Really, I think all the
I don't know.
realms are diverse and all have great
Yeah,
art direction.
I don't know. The world just kind of looks a little bit flat to me sometimes. I don't know. But like I said, high 8, low 9. I don't know if it's better than Uncharted 4. I'm just trying to compare it to other stuff in 9. I just don't know if it's better than like Last of Us.
Honestly, I'd say it's better than Uncharted
know.
4, maybe not.
Maybe
Last
it's better
of
than
Us.
Uncharted. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Maybe.
Alright.
Anyone else feel cheated when you look at a game's concept art looking visually fantastic, but the actual environments and art direction themselves falls flat? That's kind of the nature of these things, though.
I feel like that
Like-
happens with everything except for like
Yeah,
Cuphead and shit, like the hand drawn animation type shit.
people saying Todd McFarlane saying I'd play that is a hint at Venom being playable. It's
Yeah.
kind of whack.
Nah, I think the biggest hint is just the writer girl. She like someone
Yeah.
asked her twice. She gave a blushing emoji as a reply for one, and then the other she was like, "You'll see
I
on
see.
October 20th." So it's like I think they're probably
Okay.
gonna let you play as Venom for at least a couple missions, if not for your own or a challenge map. Arkham City
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
also a 9. Like that game still holds up in terms of its like mix of photorealism and art style,
Yeah, okay.
and also the world like it's one of those worlds that like once you play it enough, you don't need to use the map anymore because you just know where you're going. I think they designed the map really well on that front.
I don't know. I feel so iffy about putting it in 9. I don't know. I guess for what it is, like, yeah, it's... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like a...
I mean, if you want to drop it down to 8, that's fine because I don't think it's better than anything in 9. But I also don't think
Yeah,
it's...
neither.
Actually,
I
come to
feel like
think of it, I
nine's-
don't think it's better than Survivor. I'm tweaking.
Do you think Black Ops 2 is better than Survival?
Yeah.
Okay. But Arkham City would be better than Black Ops 2, right? Maybe? Maybe not.
That's kind of tough. I'm gonna say no. Put it in between. Nah, just keep it where it's at. It's fine. No. Put it back where it was. Where you just
Oh,
had it.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Resident Evil 4. Like
10.
8?
I'd say 10.
Oh, 10!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. I guess, yeah, with the different locations.
Dude,
and,
every location in that game is diverse, and there's so many different enemy fucking designs.
I guess I'm just like... I don't know. I guess I'm so harsh on the remake because of the original having such a strong art direction, and I think it maybe is better in the original, but I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, okay.
from what I've looked at the original, I'd rather look at the remake any day of the week, but
Really? I don't know. But yeah, I guess I didn't think about it hard enough.
I think the color palette,
castle
I
and
think
the village and
I think the color palette is really feels more, I don't know, like personally, I prefer saturation, and I feel like the Resident Evil 4 remake is more saturated than the older game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, It Takes Two, 10 as well, or
Yeah,
9?
probably a 10. Probably a 10.
Yeah.
Over Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Sifu 9.
I'd probably put that at 10, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Resident Evil 4 and It Takes Two. And
It was
honestly,
glazing.
not over Have a Nice Death. not over Have a Nice Death.
Full of Cybertron 9.
9.
Yeah.
I'd put it
agree with
over, honestly, I know you probably don't remember it much, but I'd probably put it over Dead Space.
What? Holy shit!
I'm telling you, bro, replay the game and you'll understand. The environments in fucking the Cybertron games, in the atmosphere, it's just so fucking good.
Photorealism fatigue has been hitting hard recently. Some games can do it when most games that aren't indie games keep doing it. It gets repetitive. Yeah, look, I want more games like this. I want more games in this vein, and this, and this, and this. Like, I just want more like diversity and
Art styles.
I want more art styles. I'm happy. I think there's enough diversity in games art direction and design, but I want more. I want more unique styles.
I would
in
say if you
games.
want more unique styles, play more
indie
indie games,
yeah.
because AAA, you don't get that.
Because back in the day, like, and the only reason indie games have it now is because of like limitations with budget and stuff like that. So they concede and try and be more creative with more cost-efficient, I guess, art styles. Sometimes it's not always the case, but I'd say it's happens a lot. But it happened back in the day with like some other games, like with BioShock. I'm writing a BioShock video essay, and I looked at an interview with what the lead art designer for the game, and he said that the Art Deco architecture style that's in the game, which is like one of the most iconic things about it, looking like this 1950s sort of, it came as a result of the game's technical limitations, because that architecture style had less polygons and was more blocky than what they were going for, and it just made the game easier to run. So it was like part of the reason why they went with that direction, which I think is so interesting, and now it's part of like what makes the game so iconic. So
I think if we're talking BioShock, I'd probably put it in 10. Like,
yeah, I'd agree.
I'd honestly put it over It Takes.
I think it's above
over It Takes Two.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like, that game is aged like fine fucking wine.
Yeah, it looks very good. Not even just with and I mean the unsung hero. I mean the well-sung hero.
Well, not even
game
just
is
art
the
style. Like
city.
the city is fucking amazing in
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah,
It's so diverse.
It's its own character.
Yeah.
It's a character of its own, and the different locations you visit are all unique from each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're all expertly crafted. It's very good in terms of art design.
Shattered Dimensions.
Okay. Yeah, maybe like a 9 or an 8.
Yeah, I'd say 9. Probably over.
Low
It's
9,
got an
maybe?
art style, so I'd honestly put it over.
Yeah.
But this is kind of hard though, because Transformers Cybertron also has an art style.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because you gotta think, is it better than everything below it now as well?
yeah. No, I definitely think it's better than
Least.
everything below it. Because I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's a different art style for each universe. Yeah. Put it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of. I think it's better than Last of Us.
Yeah, I'd agree with this
Yeah.
placement. I think.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't played Full of Cybertron in a long time, but I'd agree it's better than Part 2 and Ragnarok and Uncharted 4, personally.
All right.
But I'm just a sucker for these sort of like comic booky.
Get rid of
style,
that
like
that ad shit. Fucking. Do you want to do Tears of the
Lads in here?
Kingdom? I'd probably
Yeah,
put
okay.
Tears of the Kingdom in 10.
Yeah, okay, I'd agree. Yes.
Not
Maybe 9.
Not Really?
I don't know.
I don't think
Just
it's
because of the different locations in Hyrule.
well. I think it's got the art
always as
style and
distinctive.
direction. Like if there was gonna be,
Yeah.
I think personally
True,
my
yeah.
pick for art direction is gonna be Hi-Fi Rush, but I wouldn't be mad if Zelda got it. I think it's I'd put it over Resident Evil 4. Probably It Takes Two as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. When you say it does have style and direction, it's got a good. It does well at
Animal
both.
Crossings 9, high 9.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'd put it over Shattered Dimensions.
Yep. I'd agree. We're agreeing a lot.
Angry Birds. Put it in the 10 just because.
No, I'm just gonna put it there. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Just put it there. It's like when I had in one of my tier list videos, I put Wii Sports in Masterpiece. People got so annoyed. It was just a meme
Honestly,
placement.
based
Look at
opinion.
the chat. Look at this 10, 10, 10. Yeah, my chat's saying 10 as well. That's right. That's right. Facts.
All right. Fortnite.
Arkham Knight. Oh, Fortnite. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
like
10.
9 or 8.
I'd say
I don't know.
10.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'd put it over It Takes Two. Cause like when you account for all the different skins and the fucking diversity in between the map and how much the map has changed and how much they've done
Yeah,
with it,
yeah.
like yeah. Plus the actual art style of it, like Fortnite's a beautiful game.
Yeah. Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight
9?
not high
It's pretty
9,
good.
high 9.
Yeah. It's really good.
I'd put it over
Probably Dead
Animal.
Space?
Yeah, I'd probably put it over
Yeah.
Dead Space, honestly.
Over Dead Space. Okay. Rift Apart. This is also really good.
I haven't played the game
Uh,
to fully form an opinion, but from what I've seen of
Yeah.
it, I'd probably put it in 9.
Yeah. I think it's really good. Ghosts. This is also probably a 9 as
Yeah,
well.
I'd put it over Last of Us and Animal Crossings, honestly. Honestly, over Dead Space too. I'm gonna be honest. Like
Interesting.
Maybe-
I'd probably disagree with that.
maybe not Arkham Knight. I don't know. That's kind of tough.
Angry Birds deserves a tier of its own. Simply, its
Honestly.
level simply has not been reached since then, like the grace of God giving its greatest gift to the world. True.
Just give the Angry Birds
Borderlands
tier.
2.
From what I've seen, I'd probably say it's a 10 from what I've looked at. Like I think it looks really good, but I haven't played.
Yeah,
I haven't
think
played the
it's-
game.
I think it's the style mainly. The direction is kind of lacking, so maybe a high 9, but the style is
Yeah, I think the style
is
looks amazing.
Undeniably, yeah. Okay. Ratchet and Clank 1. I think this is like a 9, low 9 for me. I think this. When you compare this game's art style and direction to the reboot Ratchet and Clank from 2016, it's like not even comparable. Like all you need to see is the main menus to really understand the difference. But yeah, I think for a PS2 game that came out in like 2002 that ran at 60 frames a second, this game looked incredible.
Wait, PS2
like-
games could get 60 FPS? I didn't even think
Yeah,
TVs...
bro, that was the standard before fucking PS3 came along. And
Really?
ruined
I didn't even...
everything.
I thought
Yeah.
TVs only got 30 hertz back then.
No. Most TVs had 50 hertz or 60 hertz, whatever.
Someone in my chat said
Um,
Red Dead 2 is a 10. Honestly, yeah. Probably over Resident Evil.
I'm gonna say 9, but it's actually the world is
Yeah, the world is like...
definitely better than Fortnite. I can't deny that.
Yeah, you can say that. You can definitely say that. Not Tears of the Kingdom.
know.
Not Tears of the Kingdom.
I don't know about Zelda. Yeah,
Not Tears of the Kingdom.
I thought only 60 FPS games were fighting games. No, if people always forget this. But Naughty Dog made Jak and Daxter 1, and that game ran at 60 frames a second, and it had no loading screens in its whole game. You could go from the start of the game to the end of the game in a massive open world, 60 frames a second. Nowadays, you'd be lucky to ever find a game like that. Ever.
Minecraft. Honestly,
yeah, it's
high
pretty
9.
good. Like
High
a-
9.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it below Ratchet.
Or like bottom. Are you talking?
No, like below Ratchet. Like, not,
Yeah,
like, yeah, like, yeah, where it's at.
Batman 2?
Pokemon, yeah, Lego Batman 2.
Pokemon.
You could put that above Arkham Knight, and honestly, Minecraft. Too.
Oh shit!
I'm not. No, the
Damn.
Lego art style is amazing. I love the Lego art style.
Bro's glazing the Lego games.
Hey man, maybe it's
Nah,
the Lego.
they
Maybe
look-
it's the Lego Batman movie that's shrouding my memory.
True. Peak movie.
I'd say Pokemon
White.
Yeah, Pokemon White.
Or Pearl.
Pokemon White. I'd probably
White.
say. I'd honestly probably say 10.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know if it's better than a lot of the games in 9. I don't know.
I'd say it's over Resident Evil 4. Probably the only one I'd say.
Okay. I'll accept it. Pearl, like a 9.
Yeah,
8.
9.
I
You
feel like
could
this
put it in
didn't
9.
really. I feel like this didn't really innovate very much on the style that much. I feel like white and black did.
I don't really remember much of Pearl's art direction, but I know all the Pokemon games have really good art direction. At least the ones I've played. Honestly, if we were to put Ultra Moon on there, I'd probably say that's also a 10.
Yeah, I'd agree. So we can. The worst games on the list are Uncharted and Ghosts. That's true though. And then Spider-Man. Damn, the Spider-Man. Feel bad for Spider-Man. Spider-Man below Animal Crossing and Fortnite. What are the Spider-Man glazers in your chat? Think about that.
I don't think they'll be too mad at it.
Below Minecraft. Below Lego Batman. Lego Batman Solos.
Facts.
Sifu deserves a little higher. It's a 10, bro. I don't know. I think Sifu's in a good spot. For it to beat out Tears of the Kingdom, Red Dead, some of these other games, I feel like it's in a good spot.
Maybe I'd put.
Undeniably, yeah.
I was gonna say maybe I'd put Tears of the Kingdom higher if it wasn't at 720p. But I personally played it at 4K. But
Yeah.
the game isn't at 4K, so
Yeah, exactly. Borderlands 2 should be a 10. I think that the style is a 10. I think the direction lacks a little bit in some places, but it might have just been a hardware limitation.
I feel like we could have put so
Time
many
being-
more games on this shit.
Oh yeah, but still, even that's still a good list. But like we
Yeah.
said, the discussion is kind of around what's better, not
Yeah.
what's trash.
All right, we
or
can talk
what's
about
good.
what's better now.
Okay.
All right, Angry Birds can stay on top. Fucking. Honestly, between Cuphead and Hi-Fi Rush, I don't know.
It's hard.
I don't
So
know.
different as well.
Yeah.
It's not easily comparable.
I feel like I'm gonna give it to Cuphead purely because the fucking pain in the ass that game was to make for the developers. Because they had to hand draw everything, especially with all those like boss designs. Like I watched the behind the scenes on that shit. Yeah, I'm just purely because of that. I'm gonna put Cuphead above it. Hollow Knight, I think
Yeah.
it's in a good place. I think Hollow Knight's in a good place. I think Have a Nice Death is debatable with Mario Galaxy, to be honest. I know you don't have much of an opinion on that, but
Have a Nice Death should beat Galaxy.
you think?
Okay. Whatever. I mean, they're both 10s. So.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not. I think Galaxy was like the first good graphics 3D Mario.
Yeah.
And it did a really good job of doing that, so I think it's in a good spot. But I haven't played Have a Nice Death, so I haven't seen much of its. I've seen like trailers and stuff, but
Well, I think Galaxy's atmosphere is also really fucking good. Like
True.
that's not really art style, but I feel like the art style makes it that way. I don't know.
if the art style and art direction influences the atmosphere, then you can definitely use that as a point.
Yeah. Like cuz
reckon.
that's kind of how I feel with Dead Space.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Okay, anything we want to move in the 10s? Fortnite being above these?
I think it's fine, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
For the 9s,
9 this is a weird one.
Yeah.
This tier is a little bit weird.
this is really hard to pick there because there's a lot of photoreal shit here.
versus like Lego games to
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
All right. I'm gonna say. All right. I'm gonna say put Ghost above Arkham Knight. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not Minecraft, because Minecraft, it's got a really good art,
No,
art style and
Minecraft
direction.
is very, very unique and
Yeah, I mean, like, Minecraft is kind of the first of its time. It's like 3D.
yeah,
It's like a Pokemon game in 3D for that time. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it. It's like really
it's
pixelated.
like a pixelated,
Yeah.
pixelized. Uncharted 4 and Ragnarok, are they fine? They are.
Yeah, I mean, personally, we already kind of had the disagreement with Ragnarok. I'd probably have it higher than Arkham Knight or Ghost of Tsushima.
Wow. Shit. Last of Us 2.
I'd honestly
is
kind
that-
of debate Ragnarok being in 10, but it's whatever.
Well, I gave it an 8, so I evened it out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But I feel like Ragnarok's better than Animal Crossing, but
If you want to put it higher, you can put it as high as you want.
yeah, cool. I don't think it's better than Dead Space, personally.
Do you think Arkham Knight's better than Dead Space?
Yes. Just because of the design of Gotham, I think is
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
pretty peak.
Yeah, I don't really care to argue that.
Ragnarok is the best depiction of Norse mythology on screen. Yeah, okay.
Facts.
I don't. Yeah, that's good, Turbo. But I don't really have a stake in that. I'm not Danish or whatever. So I don't really have a stake in that. But
I thought
I agree it is the best. But I don't think there's that many depictions of it, right? Except for like Valhalla and shit.
I
AC as
forgot
well,
about
Assassin's Creed.
Valhalla. That shit's. I forgot that's Norse mythology. That game is so ass. Shit. All right, Shattered. Do you want to move Shattered Dimensions?
No, I'm happy with where it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a sucker for this sort of art style, so I'll gladly put it over Last of Us and Uncharted any day.
Honestly, I'd probably put it over.
Even though they're amazing games,
I'd probably put
amazing art direction.
I'd probably put Shattered Dimensions over Animal Crossings.
Yeah, okay, I'd agree with that. Cool. I think everything else in 9 is good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is Jedi Survivor better than Black Ops 2 in terms of art direction?
It's kind of hard.
Do you think Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty in terms of art style
Yes,
and
and
art
it's
direction?
yeah, I think not only just that, I think it's the best Call of Duty, and I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep Black Ops 2 above Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Same with I'd probably keep 8 the same,
Yeah.
and then everything else is just in a tier of its own.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd agree with that. Have you got the 2023?
Oh yeah, I gotta hold on. Let me make it real. Let me just put it in the tier list shit real quick because I got all the pictures. Actually, do you want me to put in the unreleased games for predictions?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do that. Even though I'd hate doing that, but yeah, I hate predicting things.
Hold on, let me just get Spider-Man 2 real quick. And do you want me to put Mario Wonder?
Is that the new 3D one that's coming out?
Hold on. Yeah. No, the 2D one. It comes out on the same day as Spider-Man.
I don't even know. I'm not really that keen. I'm not really a big fan of 2D Mario games. So
Really, you don't like 3D
leave it
World?
off. I haven't played it. I don't know. I played a lot of like new Super Mario Bros. Back in the day, but I don't know. I like the 3D platformers better.
Why is
Personally, Black Ops 1 is about COD IMO. That's pretty wild. Not gonna lie.
That's fucking insane.
They're like both good CODs, but
I
don't
think
know, I
Black
think
Ops 1 is. I think
Black
Black
Ops 2's
Ops 1
campaign
is like
the best Call of Duty.
I don't even
campaign,
care
in my
about the
opinion.
campaign. I just remember the zombies and the fucking multiplayer.
BO3 and best of COD in terms of art style. Okay. I don't know. I didn't play much of BO3. I hated it. So. Super Mario 64 slam Spider-Man PS4. True. In terms of art style and everything else.
That's fucking nuts, but alright.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Where the fuck
Jedi
is Super
Survivors
Mario
environments.
Wonder? Hold on, let me just fucking...
Every damn planet felt either rocky, desert, or just generic space station planet. Fallen Order had more interesting environments. IMO. Wasn't there like 4 planets in Fallen Order?
Yeah. It's like the same in Survivor though, but they're like way bigger.
Miles, can you stop crying in the chat? It'd be good. Thank you. Stop crying.
Where is High on Life? I haven't even played that shit. What's an Lies of P? I wanted to put on there.
In terms of combat, Angry Birds Solo Spider-Man PS4.
Based.
Gaming tier list. Yeah, that's what we've been doing for the past
No, we've kind of just
2 hours.
should do a muffin tier list. Fucking.
Add Spider-Man Miles Morales, buddy. It's going in the same tier as PS4, 6 out of 10. So don't.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe the art design's better and
Slightly better because that's kind of just personally because I like fucking winter.
I see you adding Starfield. This is gonna be so good because we both aren't keen for that. I'm gonna clip this and we're both gonna get fucked on by the Bethesda
Xbox.
meat riders.
I was gonna say the Xbox.
Oh, Xbox, yeah. That motherfucker made Miles his entire personality. It's not a gaming tier list without Spider-Man Miles Morales. Add Suicide Squad. Who's even gonna be playing that game?
That doesn't come out till 2024.
Yeah, exactly. But who's gonna? I'm not even gonna buy it. Honestly, I'll just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. Be enough for me. All I care about is the story in that game.
Really, that's like the last thing I care about.
That's the only reason I'd play it. Like the gameplay just looks not like something I wouldn't enjoy. So I care because they're DC characters and I like DC. And it seems like a semi-interesting concept.
Why the fuck is my... The fuck? I guess this shit just wants to be fucking stupid. Oh, that...
Minion mobile game? True.
Nah, Subway Surfers. Subway Surfers is unironically a good game.
Doorknob tier list when? It's coming. It's in the works. Never seen any God of War content. Is Ragnarok a good place to start? No.
That's like the
not
worst possible place to start.
If you really don't want to play the original trilogy, just play 2018, I guess. But, yeah, I would recommend playing the original trilogy if you can stomach playing a PS2 game. Like, not like other crybabies online who can't handle playing an old game.
Alright,
But even then, God of War handles alright for a PS2 game.
Alright, you can, see my stream.
Yeah. Oh, I'm streaming. That's right. Yes. Yep. Can you flick me the link? To that one. So, is the Game of the Year tier for the actual Game of the Year, or is it for the nominees?
No, just like the actual Game of the Year, like what we think Game of the Year is gonna be. Alright, so which games have you played?
So the only one I'm not I played the Liza P demo. I don't know if that counts. I can't really judge it based off that.
I was gonna judge it based off that.
We can do okay, we can judge. Oh yeah, because we're predicting.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we can start with maybe an easy one.
Survivor.
Yeah, or I was gonna say Hogwarts Legacy even because I feel like
Okay.
we have similar-ish opinions on that.
It's
I
an
feel
8
like it's
for me.
yeah, okay. I feel like it's like a 7. It's like fine, but I just if I'm not compelled to finish your game, I don't know, there's something wrong.
All right, it's fun.
Survivor we can do. I feel like performance issues aside, I think it would be an 8 for me. For me, an 8. I think it's a really solid game. I think it's really good.
Okay.
I don't think it's better than an 8 though. I think it has room to increase a bit more creativity in the combat, even though it did improve a lot from Fallen Order. Don't get me wrong, like because I think Fallen Order is like a 6. So, but I think it's about an 8 for
Someone
me.
said Disney Mom's tier list.
Hey,
All right, hold on.
Mrs. Incredible on top.
Honestly,
But yeah, wherever you
won't
want
argue.
to put yours.
All right, I'm gonna say it's a 10 for me. So just evening, it's just gonna be a 9.
Yep.
Tears of the Kingdom is a 6.5 for me.
Okay. I think it's a 9. So what is that even out?
A 9, really?
Yeah, I really, and look, I concede to all your points about the combat and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It just compelled me the whole way through. I don't know whether it was just the creativity in everything you can do in the world with the new fusing and the building and stuff, but I was just compelled to play the whole way through.
Well, I was too.
Way
Yeah,
more than I was
was
for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Wait,
But yeah,
6.5.
I don't think it's better than a. I don't think it's better than a. I wouldn't call it a 10. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think any of that. But it's I don't know. I don't think 6.5 is. But I understand you just have different values in games, kind of like with me with other games.
Well, I mean, the values, like if this game exceeded all the puzzles, combat, boss fights at a high level, probably would have been a 9 or a 10 for me, honestly.
Yeah, I get that.
What's it called?
I guess I'm just willing to. I don't know. Maybe it's just bias, but I am willing to concede certain things when it comes to like this specific game. When it comes to like bosses and combat and stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm willing to let some things go when it comes to like depth and I don't know. But that being said, the taste of the good combat at the end, with the final boss fight,
could have been.
It does leave me wanting more from the combat for the rest of the game.
Could have been
because
great.
of that one boss fight.
Could have been great. All right. Hi-Fi Rush. I have it at 10.
Yeah, okay. I'd be willing to put it at like 9 above Zelda, to be honest.
So wait, so you have it at 9, I have it at a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 10.
Yep.
All right. Dead Space, I have it at 9.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think it's.
I don't think it's better than Survivor, but
I think it's better than Zelda for me. I had that 9 as well, but yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's in a good spot. 9.
RE4, I have it at 8.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I
have it above Survivor, but yeah, I have it at 8. 16, I haven't played. I just played the demo. I really didn't like the demo at all. So
it's a 7 for me.
Yeah.
Where do you have it?
I've got it at 5.
All right, so
I don't know.
6.
I hated it. The combat seemed really fun at the end, but I don't know.
I know you haven't played Have a Nice. I know you haven't played Have a Nice Death, but
No.
it's a 7 for me.
Okay.
You haven't.
I'll have to
this.
give it a try. I haven't played Straight Lights. No.
It's like Straight Lights is literally an unfinished game, but it's got really cool concepts. Like there's this thing with it's like got this really cool parry system. You'd actually probably enjoy it because it's like it feels like proof of a finished product, like that you would show to like a higher up or some shit. It's like
Interesting.
There's two different there's enemy the boss fights were actually really solid like for the game. Or for what they gave us, but there's like 2 different colors, and you have to switch in between what color you're using to parry certain attacks and shit. It's like it's a really cool concept. It's just not a finished game.
Okay. Interesting.
Wolong is a 6.5 for me as well.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I put it at about 6 as well, 6 or 7.
All
Um.
right.
Okay, now we can. I haven't played Sons of the Forest or Outlast.
Yeah, I'll
or
just put all this
X-Defiant.
shit in this shit class because I have. I don't...
Um.
All right, so now we get to the
Okay.
predictions.
Maybe we'll save Spider-Man 2 for last because I feel like that'll be the
All right.
that's what everyone wants to hear. But
Lies of P, from what
Yeah.
I've played, it's probably gonna land in an 8.
yeah, I think so as well.
All right, yeah, I'd probably put it above Hogwarts Legacy to be honest.
Yep. AC Mirage.
6.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like a 7. I
Really?
don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't think. I just. I like the look of some of the combat so far, but the parkour looks horrible. And
I don't think it looks horrible. I think it looks like it looks good, but it's not like
it looks like the same as Valhalla. Honestly,
Really? I think it looks
Like
the same
the
as Origins, to be honest.
Nah. Oh well, I didn't really like Origins' parkour either. to be
I
honest,
liked
but
Origins parkour, but I think it's gonna be a 6. You think it's a 7, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll just put that 7. I guess.
Yeah.
Super Mario Wonder. I haven't actually seen much from it, but I do like 2D. I don't know. I'll put it in 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it.
Starfield.
Yeah, put it. Starfield's gonna be like I think it's gonna really, if it delivers on everything, I still think it'll only be like a 7, even if it delivers on everything it's saying it can do.
I think it's gonna be a 5.
Yeah, okay. If it doesn't deliver, it's gonna be like a 6 or a 5. But I think if it does everything they're saying it does, it's still only gonna be like a 7, because it's like it's still just gonna be a very surface level RPG with not much depth at the end of the day.
All right.
And for RPG fans, it's not for them. It's for like a casual RPG player, which is not the kind of RPGs I play.
Ironically, Starfield's a game that I think you can judge before it comes out because they've given us so much information on the game. So Spider-Man.
It's fair to make. You can make predictions. That's fine. But I don't like when people go around saying like, "Oh, this game's gonna be shit." It's like, how did you play it or like, what? I don't know. You can't like absolutely be certain the game's gonna be shit unless you have the finished product in your hand. It's like judging it. It's like judging a movie based on a trailer. Like you can make a assumption, but you can't.
Yeah. All right, Spider-Man 2.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Game of the year.
Realistically, this is gonna be, for me, it's gonna be a 9. I think it'll be a 9.
Okay.
I think it'll address most of my issues that I had with 2018 because it's been cooking for a while. So that I think, and I trust Insomniac. I think it's going to be good. I think realistically, it's going to land in the same. I'm not disagreeing with you because I think it does have a chance against Zelda when it comes to Game of the Year, but I still think Zelda's going to edge it out with the mainstream audience. But
So
I
what do
think
you
it does
think-
have a fair shot.
What do you think your personal game of the year is going to be by the end of it?
We talked about this with Jacob, but if at this point, and maybe still by the end, based on what we've just looked at is coming up, I think it'll either be Dead Space, but it's a remake, so I just can't, I don't know. I don't feel good about putting that as my game of the year. But it'll be either between Dead Space and Hi-Fi Rush, I think. Unless Spider-Man just absolutely blows me away, which it could do, but I don't know yet.
All right.
Yeah, Dead Space or Hi-Fi Rush will be my game of the year. I don't think Zelda was it for me. It was really good, but yeah.
Understandable. I understand.
What about you? It'll be Spider-Man.
yeah. What do you think?
What about if Spider-Man wasn't around? It'd be Jedi Survivor or something?
Yeah, it would be Survivor.
Over Hi-Fi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like it a bit more.
Interesting. What's your list then?
It's gonna be Zelda's gonna be in the 6. It's gonna be in the 7s below. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy Mario Wonder more than I did with Zelda. Final Fantasy also. I'm also gonna.
This is Colin's list. Chat. Let's see what he's got.
Wolong, I have it a 6.5, so I guess I'll just bump it up to a 7. I don't like it more than Zelda, but Starfield, I
Mortal
think.
Kombat 1? Oh, we forgot.
I
am excited for Mortal Kombat.
I don't
I'll
really-
put it at like an 8.
I don't really care about it. I'd probably say, I don't even know, honestly. I don't care enough. Starfield, probably a 6. Yeah, this is my
Miles, why are you so pressed that I'm not calling your like precious Spider-Man game like game of the year? Like enjoy your game, bro. I don't. Do you work for the dev team? Are you upset?
He's trying to play Miles Morales when he gets older. He's trying to be an actor.
Like enjoy the game, bro. Like you don't need to. Why are you
Talk like
talking
an
anime? Alcohol, weed, and a few cigars. Oh no.
Do they have a game controllers tier list?
Maybe. I did a console one like ages ago myself.
PS4 on
But
top.
yeah, maybe. Controller. Let's have a look. Controller tier list. Here we go.
Yeah, you can stream,
Okay,
you can stream
this
it.
one looks pretty good. Fucking ads and shit, bro.
Where's Diablo 4? Personally, that game looks like shit to me.
Not really interested.
Yeah. You know the bet that I made with the random dude? Do you know what Boulder's
Yeah.
Gate is?
Yeah, yeah.
I made a bet that it wouldn't even get nominated because he said it was going to be better than Spider-Man.
Once again, it's a very different type of game.
Yeah.
It's if it delivers on everything it's saying, it will be a groundbreaking game. But did you see the thing about the devs saying like not to hold other games at this standard just because our game's gonna have all this shit in it? And I was like, bro.
No, wait, what was it about?
It's like it was like because the game's gonna have I don't know
wait,
what
what
the
game?
number
What
was.
game?
Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Gate. Like, cause they said it was gonna have like 12,000 hours of dialogue or something in it.
What the fuck?
Like it's one of the most in-depth RPGs to ever be made. And they said, it's not fair to hold other games to this standard or something. I don't know. Like they were just like,
What do they
trying to
even
save
mean
their-
by that? Like, I'm so confused.
I don't know, like other RPGs, I guess, having this much depth. But there are games like that have a lot, like Divinity: Original Sin and all these other RPGs. But yeah. Anyway, what do we got here?
Xbox 360.
Can we just go ahead and 360s. Like I'm willing to put it in A. Or
yeah, I'll
S.
put it in A tier.
Yeah.
I think the Xbox One
Um,
controller's S tier.
Damn. Okay. I like more than the 360. Why
Yeah.
more than the 360?
Cause I like it better. I don't know. It's got it just feels better in your hands.
I think it's A, so we'll round it up to S.
PS4 controller also probably
Really?
I think it's S tier.
I think this shit is like probably like low A, so we'll round up to S, I suppose. PS3 is like a.
Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
What? Yeah.
Caboose did his usual canon event of meat riding Spider-Man, and then made another brain dead take. It's not new for Caboose. Caboose was. I made a video about Gotham Knights being 30 frames a second, and he got butthurt about it because I called him out.
Did he put you in his YouTube video or something?
Nah, he put me in a TikTok or something. But he was like, oh, like people are saying like this looks like a mobile game, guys. Well, I don't know what mobile games you're playing. I'm like, bro, you're such a meat rider. Like, just shut up. Like, the game did look graphically bad. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, whether it looked like a mobile game is another thing, but it still didn't look up to scratch for a next gen game.
Not gonna lie, it kind of looked like Midnight Suns, which also looks like a mobile game.
Yeah. But that game, like, it's like a strategy card game. Like, that has an excuse at least.
Yeah, I think Gotham Knights didn't look like I thought graphically it was good when it actually came out. actually really, I thought the city was really good. Like, it looked really good. But it's whatever.
Could be she used to be entertaining, but now he meets rides every superhero game. Yeah, it's true because he's getting paid by WB, I'm sure.
What's it called? The
I-
PS5 controller also S
Yeah,
tier.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is S. This is probably better than everything else in my
I
opinion.
like the PS4 controller more, like the form, like how it's shaped, but I like the PS5 features more.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. I hate I hate the PS. I don't hate it, but I don't know. It's just so like thin and I don't know. It depends. It was the same argument why people liked PS3 over 360 was like
No, I hate the
PS3
PS.
was so
Honestly, I hate
small
the
and-
PS3 controller. I don't.
The
like
main
it.
problem with the PS3 controller is for me the sticks. Like I just hate the sticks and
Yeah.
the lack of real triggers.
I
Like,
think
that's the main.
I don't. I think the sticks like your thumbs can slip off them really easily. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I also don't like like you said, the triggers and the bumpers. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
You can put it in like
Uh,
C tier or D tier. I don't really care.
Yeah. PS2's same. PS1. This was actually not bad for the time.
I didn't.
Because
I
it was-
didn't play
because
either
games-
of those.
Yeah, games played different back then. Like it was different games, so this actually fit games back
Do
then.
they have the Wii remote S tier?
Yeah,
Put the Wii remote in the S tier.
pretty good. Switch Joy-Cons.
I've never used
pretty
the Switch.
bad.
I've never used the Switch,
Like
so I don't know.
okay. I think they're like for the form the what they do where they come off the controller and you can take them anywhere and plug them into other shit. Yeah, it's good.
Hold on.
The actual controllers
PS5
themselves,
controller,
I don't like.
PS5 controller is so underused. I came back to Astro's Playroom because of how good the functions are. I really hope Spider-Man 2 utilizes the functionality like Astro's Playroom did. Yeah, it definitely will. They said they already confirmed that the controller is gonna be like really utilized. The original Xbox controller might be the worst controller I ever played with. Like genuinely,
really
it's so shit. Is that the N64 controller, the purple one?
This is N64.
Oh,
This is
that's the
GameCube.
Yeah, I didn't mind the GameCube controller.
This one's not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above everything else. But yeah, this N64 one's terrible.
The
who
Wii.
thought
Actually,
of
I
this?
actually like the Wii U controller. I'd probably put it in
this
A
one
tier.
here.
It's like it's just like the 360 controller, to be honest.
Yeah. The gamepad. This is like a better Switch, but I'm still only gonna put it in B. The Pro controller. I think this is an S. I don't know. You probably haven't
Is that
used it.
for
but
what is that for?
Switch. Yeah, the Switch.
Is that the
controller.
Astro controller? Wait, no, that's
No,
for the
this is-
Switch.
This is Nintendo's licensed Pro controller for the Switch.
I haven't used that shit.
This is like pretty much a Xbox One controller, but it feels like more solid.
I
in
mean,
your
yeah, it
hands.
looks like the Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
So
It's really good. It was my favorite controller of all time before the DualSense came out. This is what's this? What the hell is this?
I think it's the Series S X controller, which is the same as the
Oh, nice.
Xbox One controller.
So do you think the Xbox One is better than the PS4 controller?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think, but I think they're both. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I much prefer the 360 controller over the Xbox One controller. It feels like more rounded and I don't know.
I think it honestly comes down to how big your hands are.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Yeah.
like I have like I don't know, medium-sized hands.
Yep. You know what that means, chat?
Small wiener.
Medium-sized gloves.
Nah.
I've got tiny hands, so. So I actually never, because I grew up on the PS3, so I never had an issue with the PS3 when I was playing it. But then when I got a 360, I was like, oh my god, this is so much
Oh
better.
yeah, the 360 controller is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. That's solid. I think we even agreed on it all.
All right, muffin tier. No. All right, do you got a dip?
Yeah. I should probably have some lunch. It's like 2 o'clock now.
Yeah, it's like 12 a.m. for me. I should probably go to sleep too.
Fix your sleep schedule, bro.
I actually do. My sleep schedule is actually fixed. It's just fucking.
What about Pro controllers? The DualSense Edge or whatever it's called. Like I haven't used it, but it looks like the same as a DualSense.
I had a
Like,
Scuff. I had a Scuff PS4 controller, which was fucking
Oh, yeah.
amazing. I loved it. It broke every fucking
Interesting.
month though.
Oh, true. Yeah, I never used any of those third-party ones.
Because
When
when
I
I
was growing
played,
up.
no, I got it because when I played Fort like competitively, and it was such a fucking pain in the ass. It's legitimately probably missed me out on like multiple $1,000s because fucking I would like get ready for a tournament, yada yada yada, whatever, and then like right before the tournament, my fucking controller, because my controller would constantly break, and I had to always send it
Yep.
back in, and I would have to wait like 2 weeks to get it back. And it was so jarring. It's like, it's honestly one of the reasons I quit fucking that game, but
Quit over a controller.
I needed it.
Don't blame you, to be honest, if it was being that much of a headache.
Yeah, it was
I
a
was-
$250 controller that broke every
Yeah.
fucking other week. It was so, I wasn't even like, I
was-
genuinely wasn't slamming it, didn't do anything. The paddles would
Yep.
just snap, like, you know, I got like the little back paddles, like they would just snap in half.
Yeah.
And like there was like this button that the paddle clicked, and that shit would get like jammed in the controller. It was so fucking
What about the SpongeBob GameCube controller? It's S tier.
What about the
I
iPhone?
I also haven't used the
the iPhone for Angry
the
Birds.
PlayStation one, or the PlayStation one that came out where you put your phone in.
No, I was talking about for
haven't
Angry
used that
Angry
either.
Birds.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking...
Well, I haven't used the Xbox, whatever it's called, the fucking. What are they called? They're like the Xbox Pro controllers, but they have a name, don't they? Or are they
the
just called
Xbox
Pro
Elite
controller?
controllers.
Elite, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, I like the
haven't
Elite.
used them.
The Elite controllers are actually really good. I think
Are they worth the money?
no, but I don't think any of the Pro controllers are worth the money. I think I got a
Honestly, forking
deal.
out money to buy a normal controller is like, is it even worth it? I don't know. Like buying a normal
$70.
DualSense
Yeah,
is
I
like
know, it's-
$130 in Australia.
Really? It's $70
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Fucking what's it called? Like the Elite controller, honestly, it's better than the Xbox, like the regular Xbox One controller, but it's like really fucking heavy. Not like genuinely heavy, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like that small, it's I think it's genuinely like 10 pounds. I'm not joking.
Damn.
Fucking, and it's just jarring to hold. Like, it's, I don't know how to describe it.
Cool, man.
All
Well,
right.
that was good.
Yep.
Glad we'll see if you win the bet or not.
I will.
uh,
I will.
Bro's gonna forge the results.
I'm gonna.
Bro's gonna forge the votes.
I'm gonna go to the.
He's gonna
fucking,
bribe the.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Game Awards and just fucking have a sniper aimed at Jeff Keighley's fucking. just put a red dot on his head. It says Spider-Man 2
Keighley's
Game of the
gonna-
Year.
Jeff Keighley's gonna like fake the result as he's reading it out.
Yeah.
He's gonna see a red dot on his head.
I'm just
and-
gonna put up a poster with a fucking, have a gun in one hand, the poster in the other hand, like Spider-Man 2 Game of the Year.
Alright, bro. Well,
Alright,
thanks for doing it.
yeah, I'll
And,
catch you.
I'll watch the next one if you do one with JP.
Yeah.
Money, if you
Or
if
he
you
just
want
wanted
him,
to
I'll
do
watch
yeah, he just wanted to do Spider. I mean, you could join if you want. We're gonna do Spider-Man like media tier list and like suits and actors and shit.
that. Oh yeah, cool.
All right, I'll catch you.
Thanks, Collins chat. I'll much love. I know you hated me, but hope you learned some things anyway. All right, see you, bro.
All right. All right, I will catch y'all next time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll probably just read the chat a little bit for like a couple minutes. If you guys wanna see or ask anything or some shit. will you play Mortal Kombat 1 when it comes out? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. There's probably one thing I want to mention before I go. I'm playing me some Miles Morales. Symbiote Spider-Man is in the Spider-Wars project that I'm doing. Oh, I didn't even notice your name. I'm sorry. You're what's it called? Liam and Paragon's friend. Symbiote Spider-Man is in the Spider-Wars project that I'm doing. That's cool. I'll ask you tomorrow to show me it, probably tomorrow if I remember. Just DM me or whatever. Do you hope the Venom will be a playable character in Spider-Man 2? Yeah. Which he probably will be, to be honest. Any hints on what your next video will be? Anything you gotta make a script for, or will they be quicker off the top vids like the recent debunk? I was writing a script for a Secret Invasion, the MCU show review. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm like debating because I don't really care that much, but I might finish it. I also have a Transformers video that I've been planning to make, but I haven't gotten to it. Probably gonna do a retrospective on the Dark Knight trilogy because I just rewatched that. And that's kind of what I've got planned so far, unless like some fucking Spider-Man 2 news or something pops up, or like a stupid video that I want to debunk or whatever. But that's kind of the content that I got planned later. Symbiote, by the way, is the Web of Shadows version from the bad ending of Web of Shadows, so that's cool. Will we ever see a non-superhero related video, like a Breaking Bad analysis video? I haven't even finished Breaking Bad. I'm on season 5 right now. I'm on the last season. I mean, like, I kind of keep my content to that sort of niche, like superhero, just fucking nerd shit. Like video game stuff. I was gonna make a Final Fantasy 16 video, but I still have not finished that game. I've got like 2 hours left of that game I still have to finish. Has anyone ever gotten salty about a debunk video? Seems like someone will hold a grudge when your own video outdoes their own and ratios them. Well, SK was one of those people. We kind of ironed that situation out. How would Walter White do in the world of Arkham? Probably solos. What kind of side quests are you hoping for in Spider-Man 2? I'm kind of hoping for just like a bunch of villain of the week type side quests. Like kind of like the Tombstone mission from Spider-Man PS4. You down to play some Ghost or Injustice again sometime again? Oh, I didn't even notice your name, fucking Jorge. Yeah, I'll play Ghost sometime again. It was pretty fun. As one of main Spidey's in Spider-Man's team to take on Spider Carnage, Symbiote Spidey is a useful ally because he can act as a symbiote detector and can track Spider Carnage location. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love the Spider Wars episode string. Sadly, the show ended literally like right at that point. I'm pretty sure those were the last episodes actually. Who do you think wins in a battle, Insomniac Spider-Man versus 2099? Insomniac Spider-Man. There's a theory that Harry will become Anti-Venom because he said he will cure the world and Anti-Venom can literally can. Well, I mean, Anti-Venom can, but I don't know if Anti-Venom can actually, but regular Venom could too if he like multiplied or some shit. I would like to see Black Cat and Shocker side quests. I would like to see both, mainly Shocker, so we can get that 90s scene redone. Any crime missions you're hoping for in Spider-Man 2 that hasn't been in the OG? I would like to see like bank robberies and like heist missions, shit like that. Just like major crimes mixed in with just the regular crimes. I was kind of surprised that Symbiote Spider-Man didn't even return for the Spider Wars episode. He would have been useful. They didn't use the symbiote for Secret Wars either, which is weird. You said that you think Spider-Man PS4 is a better adaptation than Spectacular. I'm wondering why. They're so different that it's kind of hard to say exactly why, but like, I think that Insomniac nails all the elements of Peter's personality as an adult. I would say they're the perfect adaptation for Peter's age. Like, I think Insomniac is the perfect adaptation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man at his middle age, like his like 20-year-old, like in his early 20s, and Spectacular is the perfect adaptation of him in his high school years. Gotham Knights retrospective video, possibly on its 1-year anniversary. Nah, I'm not making no Gotham Knights video. Are there any symbiote suit styles you want to see for Spider-Man 2? I mean, probably just like a bunch of different ones from the comics. Like, I would like to see an animated, the 90s animated series symbiote suit, as well as the Ultimate Spider-Man suit, or Ultimate Spider-Man symbiote. I just want to see like the art style suits, like the comic suit from Spider-Man PS4. Also, would like to see some Spider-Verse animation style suits. Hot take: the Deadpool game is actually pretty good. It's decent. It's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's decent. I like it. If you had to make Spectacular and PS4 canon in the same continuity, how would you make it work? I don't know. Can you do any scaling videos of other Spider-Mans? Nah. I don't care about power scaling that much. I really don't. I mean, like, you can go to my boy Crisis's channel. He's done a lot of that. The person I collabed with for the Arkham Knight Spider-Man video. If the Raimi suit does return, it is perfect for both red and black version to exist. Yeah, they're definitely going to give the black Raimi suit. Have you seen that the suit in Spider-Man 2 will have evolution? Yeah, I saw that. If the 10th anniversary suit isn't in Spider-Man 2 for Miles, what even is that suit? I don't even know what that is. Who would win, Darkseid or Insomniac Spider-Man? Bruh. Since Spider-Man 2 isn't getting any post-launch DLC, no season pass stories, do you think we'll get another side game set in the universe around 2 years? Maybe that's how we get a Venom game. I mean, they didn't say there's not going to be any DLC. There still could be. Look it up. Hold on. 10th anniversary suit, Miles Morales. Oh, I hate this suit. That shit's ugly as fuck to me. I'm sorry. That suit is so ass to me. I'm sorry. It'd be cool to see a zombie Spider-Man skin for both the red and black suit. Yeah. I feel like they might actually do that, honestly. If you've seen the new Oppenheimer movie, what would you want to see in a sequel for it? What do you think the sequel is gonna be? I haven't even watched Oppenheimer yet. I'm waiting for it to come out on the good old bootleg movie site. Now the sequel to Oppenheimer, Hiroshima-heimer. Favorite boss across God of War 2018 and Ragnarok? My favorite boss from 2018 is the Boulder one, and from Ragnarok. Oh, it's kind of tough for Ragnarok. Oh no, my favorite boss from Ragnarok is the double Valkyrie fight with Atreus. Miles is also in the Spider Wars project, by the way. That's cool. That's cool. Are you gonna do like? I'm probably gonna imagine you're just gonna do text box dialogue unless you voice act for it or have people come in for it or whatever, or like a couple friends or some shit. I would love to see a cosmic Spider-Man suit. I think that's gonna be in the game. That's also one of the suits that I really want. Albert Einstein invites Oppenheimer to a team he's building. Fucking Einstein's just gonna be fucking, what's it called? Who was the president during that shit? I don't know. The president comes in talking about, I'm building a team. It's called the Avengers Initiative. As for the boss fights, there should be more creative ways to defeat them that isn't just punching them. I agree. I hope almost every suit has a black suit variant. Apparently that was a rumor. It's been a rumor for a while now. Ragnarok was the first game where I enjoyed boss battles. The first game? Really? That's crazy. The characters actually use voice clips from all kinds of Spider-Man video games that exist. Oh, that's funny. Miles, though, is voiced by a friend of mine. It's cool. Turf Wars DLC was better than this Silver Lining. Yeah. The Turf Wars was the second DLC pack, right? I think the Turf Wars DLC is the best DLC pack. I think that each suit should have a damage variant in Spider-Man 2. I hope they just add battle damage to the suits in general. I think the stealth gameplay needs to also... Yeah, I agree. I think I made a whole video about how I think the stealth should improve. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream now. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for so damn long. But I'm pretty tired. So, yeah. But I appreciate y'all. And if y'all want to join if you're not in the Discord server, it's in the description. So if you want to join my Discord, you can do that. And yeah.